Anybody see the coyote in the parking lot this morning? Or was I the only one?
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I took video of this thing.
No.
I said, here, doggy, 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 doggy. Here, doggy, 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 doggy.
Are you tempting fate? You wanted to bite your face?
No, it didn't bite my face. It ran away from me. Hang on, let me see if the video's posted. Welcome, folks. MJ, Morning Show, MJ and the crew here at 6:01 here on a Tuesday. Yeah, it's posted. Yeah, I just posted the video on my Instagram, a certified MJ radio. I'm pretty sure it's a coyote. If anyone knows what a coyote is, take a look, because I just shot a quick little video. Let me see. I don't even know what I said on this thing. I might have cursed. Hang on, let me play the audio here. Tell me if I curse on this thing.
Oh, great.
I might have said, holy. Hang on, let me watch again. Hang on.
Is this a deer? What is this? What is that?
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that. So
That was just a chihuahua.
No,
That
it's
thing's big.
No, it is big. That's big.
It's a coyote. Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
And I think I say
Is this a deer?
it's not. It was a coyote. I couldn't tell what it was. It's a freaking coyote.
Just laying in the middle of the grass?
Laying in the. Are you watching it?
Yes.
Yes, laying in the middle of the grass.
That thing was not small.
It was not. So I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it was a deer, but I'm like, no, that's a coyote.
I bet you he tears up the bunnies around here. There's bunnies everywhere. It's probably his...
Like shredded bunnies?
No, just bunnies running around.
I've never seen bunnies
Really?
around here.
I
yeah.
always see little bunnies.
Yeah, I
never-
see bunnies all the time.
I've never seen bunnies at all.
That's his lunch.
Hey, has anyone heard from Fester? I just saw that Fester is not in the studio.
No, I just, I was thinking the same thing, and I just checked my text.
Hold on.
Jeez, what?
Can you try to repeat that for me?
I just I just checked my text
here he comes.
messages.
Here he
is. Okay, see, he's
All right,
here.
so Fester's walking in. So, yeah, I just posted the video. If you want to see the coyote, and I asked on the video, I'm like, is this a deer? But then I realized, no, that's a coyote. I think I shut the video off when I said, oh, no, that's a coyote. So that's not on my video. But go ahead, and if you want to see this thing and make a proper ID, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio, and take a look at this coyote just lounging right in the parking lot, right just in off the pavement on the grass. And I kind of took a quick little video on this thing, and I was like, here, doggy, 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 doggy. I got a bone for you. Come here, doggy, doggy, doggy.
You don't want to do that to a coyote.
Was it acting wily?
No, it didn't look rabid.
Did it have dynamite with it?
Didn't look rabid at all to me. Hey, so Roxanne, are you still angry at me for?
Oh gosh, yeah.
You're angry at me. You cover something up, and you don't tell us that allegedly Dig Dug wrecks your car, and.
Not required to. Not part of the job description. I don't have to report that information to you.
You know, Roxanne, by definition, you're correct, but you dropped hints around it. You brought up this rental car. You brought up the shop.
Yeah, because we do something called a show, so I like to bring interesting things to the table of what might
so,
be going on in my
guess
life.
What?
Yes,
What's more interesting than Doug ramming your car into a mailbox and wrecking the whole passenger right side door?
If I want to disclose on the show that I got breast implants when I was 18, but I don't want to tell how I tie my shoes, if I do the two loop-de-loops or the traditional way, it doesn't matter. It's my business. I choose
Ladies
not
and gentlemen, it's another edition of
Roxanne
and Doug. Not to be confused with and Doug. This is
Roxanne
and Doug. And I think I might have some additional intelligence.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Well, you think you ought to go over it with me before you blurt it out?
No, not at all.
It's all
Did you ever find out who he told?
Oh, I know for a fact who it was. He did not tell me, but I know for a fact. And the reason I know for a fact is because I have a brain, and he checks all the boxes. And I'm very irritated with him, too.
Well, wait a sec. It's my understanding also that you still didn't tell us the whole story. So
what else is the story?
Now, Roxanne had a rental car that she was driving all last week.
A sporty Mazda.
And Roxanne said, oh, yeah, Doug's car's in the shop.
True
So
story.
Doug
True
has
story.
a rental car, so I'm going to drive Doug's rental car. Wait, so both of your cars were in the shop?
Yes.
What did he do to his car? Would he drive that through
no.
a supermarket?
No, now that I'm on the... he drove it down the White Claw aisle. No, now that I am under car repair interrogation. I'll tell you the full truth. Last week we were making jokes, which I thought was much more interesting, about Doug getting his car tricked out. But the truth of the matter is there's some pipe that has to do with the way it starts that isn't working, and he's getting it fixed.
There's a pipe.
I don't know. I'm not a car person.
It's the car pipe that affects the way that it starts. Well, folks, hang on a minute.
Starter pipe. I looked over it for you. It's going to be the starter pipe.
Yeah, darling.
New starter pipe touch.
Yeah, darling. It's going to be the starter pipe.
That's why I don't deal with car repairs.
Well, I have some additional intel on Roxanne's wrecked X5.
You might want to talk to me about that first.
Oh, no.
You might want to talk to me about that first.
No. All right, so hang on a minute. We're just getting started here on a Tuesday, and I will address my additional intel on the damage to Roxanne's car, where apparently perpetual fiance Dig Dug smashed it into a mailbox and wrecked the side of the car. Hang on a minute. Additional intel is next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hang on.
Things are still good.
MJ Morning Show. Yeah, I need a little more time to do the big teaser for those who just tuned in that Roxanne apparently didn't tell us the whole story. There's a little more to the Roxanne story. You know what I could have done? Because, Froggy, that's only a 4-second intro on Faith.
Yes.
At least the edit that we run, because you know that there's more to the Faith song than just picking it up with the dun, 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 you know, the...
Yeah, it has more of a little intro, doesn't it?
Well, do you know what that intro is?
Yeah, it's like... Right?
No.
Isn't it like that?
No, it's
like...
No.
Okay.
The intro to George Michael's Faith has a church organ...
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you did not. You're going...
It's like...
Yeah. So the actual album version, the full version of George Michael's Faith has this. I love this.
The executives were like, cut this part out.
Yeah, I don't know if any top 40 radio stations played the intro when this was a big hit back in, 1987. Now it hits right here.
Looking at a funeral.
Yeah, so that's how it really starts. Well, I guess it would be nice.
Yeah, we already heard it.
I could touch your body.
We already heard it, yeah.
Rest in peace, George Michael. Hey, did you watch that? Was it a multi-part series on Netflix? The George Michael? Where did I see that?
I couldn't care less about him.
I mean, I don't know if I dedicate 4 episodes to George
Hold
Michael.
on. What did you say?
I couldn't care less about George Michael. Who cares? He had a monkey on his back one time. Big deal.
George Michael was fantastic, Froggy.
He had a couple.
Wasn't that one of his songs, Monkey on My Back?
Don't look now, there's a monkey on my back. That's the only song I like.
I think it was just called Monkey.
Yeah.
I don't think it was called Monkey on My Back.
I think I want to call this one Monkey, guys. What do you think?
What about Monkey on My Back?
Did you ever hear the remix where he does the duet with the monkey?
That would be something. That's right. The monkey's like, I got a George Michael on my back.
And, like, when you have a drug problem, don't you have a monkey on your back?
That would be a metaphorical drug problem.
Really?
No, what is it? Is it a monkey on your back, or what is it? No, there's a thing. Like, if you're
a gorilla on your back?
No, it's not. It doesn't sound right to me for some reason, but when you have like a drug or an alcohol problem, isn't it you got a monkey on your, is it monkey on your back, or is it something else?
Monkey on my back seems like nothing but fun.
Anyway, let me deal with the Roxanne situation.
Chimpanzee on my back sounds like death. Yeah.
That was Michael Jackson. That was Bubbles. That was Bubbles. All right, let me deal with the Roxanne situation. And how was your birthday yesterday, by the way?
Let me just bring that up. If you're going to try to make me look bad with my car situation,
I'm not trying to make you look.
Let me just throw it back. Why don't you ask me how my daughter is?
Yeah.
I told you about that too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's a more pertinent question.
All right, so Roxanne also emailed me last night that I was going to get jack schnit as far as prep last night. Mm-hmm. She sent me a note saying, you will be getting no email from me with prep because I'm still dealing with the aftermath of your car exposure, and I'm at the hospital. My daughter broke her arm, or something to that effect.
Yeah, something to that effect.
So, did your daughter
break her arm?
Did your daughter break her arm?
This is the weirdest story.
It's a simple yes or no. Did your daughter?
No, it's really not. Is she in a sling and a cast? Yes, but could they?
Hold on. Is she in a sling and a cast?
What is it called when you put the thing on and wrap it? It's a cast,
it's like
right?
Does she have
it's the temporary cast.
She doesn't have a plaster cast.
She doesn't have the fiberglass or the waterproof yet. That would be today.
Hold on. They're putting a fiberglass cast on her arm?
I'm going to find out. I'll show you the picture of what she's wearing right now. It's the temporary cast.
Show me the X-ray. Let me see if she's got a broken bone.
I've got the X-rays on discs.
Can we start the story in order?
Yeah, please.
What happened?
That's a better question. So do you want to talk about the car, or do you want to talk about my daughter?
Let me talk about the car first, and then we'll talk about your daughter. All right? Okay. Priorities, all right? Mm-hmm. Now,
be
Roxanne,
careful, MJ.
Would you like to revise your story even further about the damage to your car?
There's no further revision.
You didn't tell me that the window was smashed out. And
there was no window smashed out.
The window had to be replaced.
That's the biggest BS I've ever heard.
That's
the biggest BS, MJ.
The window had...
how would I be driving it to work with a smashed out window?
No. It got fixed. The window...
No, there's no smashed out window.
The side window had to be replaced.
No.
Hold on.
False,
Roxanne.
rumors, fake news.
Roxanne.
Whatever.
How
tall was this mailbox? Okay, Fester,
when Doug smashed into the mailbox with Roxanne's X5.
When Doug hit the mailbox with your car, did he break the window also, and did it need to be replaced?
Negative.
Okay.
So
Well,
Obviously, your information you're getting, MJ, is wrong.
Well, obviously, my information was right about the initial incident that
So-
Roxanne tried to hide from us.
are you just lobbing bizarre information and seeing if you're on some hot trail?
Nope. Something was done with the window. Something was done.
Nothing was done with the window. That's a lie.
Roxanne, that's what investigators do. They throw something out there and they see how the perp reacts.
Well, that's a lie.
My intel tells me that there had to be something done with the window. Maybe you just didn't know. You don't know how
No.
much. You don't even know how much it costs to get it fixed. So how would you know if the window had to be
Because
repaired?
I could use the window the entire time.
So, do you have somebody that works at the body shop, MJ? Like,
I'm
why
just-
don't you just
listen,
say?
I'm just-
I know who told him.
Right.
And if you want me to say who told him, if you want to go, I can do my investigative
do
work
it.
because
Say
my
it.
investigative work is there's one person in this building who listens to the show regularly, who's friends with MJ, and let me qualify, better friends with MJ than he is with me, because there aren't that many people in the building who are better friends with MJ than they are with me.
Roxanne.
And thirdly, he's a car person. If MJ drove up and didn't have his back bumper on, I wouldn't notice because I'm not a car starer. He's a car starer.
If I didn't have my back bumper on, you would have no
Because
idea.
I don't stare at people's cars.
What if
it's not my
What if I
business.
drove up What if I drove up with a plywood driver's door like Galifianakis in Masterminds? Would you even recognize that? If I had a plywood door on cabinet hinges
Your car,
on my car?
your territory. I'm not going to meddle into that.
Okay, Roxanne.
We still want to know.
Yeah.
We still want to know how Doug veered off the road and drove through someone's mailbox.
Okay, if this is such a hot spot in our household, and we just got past it.
Why is it a hot spot?
Because it's a.
Because you bitched him out for wrecking your car?
You better believe it.
And the kids were in the car too, right?
The kids bitch him out. The kids tell
Kids
him,
were in the car. Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time
Did they rat on Daddy? Did they say, "Mommy, Daddy ran through a mailbox in the neighborhood"?
I was with. We were all in the car, and every time they see anyone, they say, like little Daddy wrecked Mommy's car. She's mad. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tell everybody.
And you held this back. You tell us everything we don't want to know about your kids, and you don't tell us this.
Because
I mean, videos of her kids singing Titanic songs.
My
but
God.
videos of her bitching Daddy out at the sushi place.
You're like
is fantastic.
You're like one of those stage moms. You're like John Benet Ramsey's mother with your daughter.
What are you
let's hope not.
talking about?
With pageants and everything.
Can't you
And
think of a better example than that?
Yeah, we have all the examples to talk about mothers. I don't know if Patsy
Really?
Ramsey comes to
Really?
mind.
All right, I'm kidding.
Okay,
All
and
right,
this
I'm
is going to
joking.
segue into the broken arm story.
I'm
so
joking.
who knows what people are going to start to think?
I'm joking. All right, so do we know why Doug drove through the mailbox?
Yes, because the kids were screaming, and I was telling them which way to park. It was just a bad.
So you
moment.
were in the car when he drove through.
Yes, all four of us were in the car.
Oh no!
That's new information.
This is new information.
I didn't make that clear yesterday.
No,
yeah, all four of us were in the car.
Hey, Fessa, did she make it clear?
I was under the impression Doug had your car for some reason without you.
No.
With
And
the kids.
No,
because then you said he came home and then there was a fight. Okay, Roxanne, first of all, none of us care who told MJ. You're the only one
Oh, I
investigating.
care, and I know.
I know you do.
And
but
that person could have walked up to
hold
me
on.
and said,
But, all right, none of us,
Yeah.
that's not the car. Is it completely fixed?
"Yes, it's completely fixed."
All right.
Okay.
And you're satisfied with the job?
Very happy.
Is-
That's what I'm saying. It's in the past. The only
Fantastic.
reason I'm not having a meltdown yesterday, I didn't because it was my birthday, and I was like, just relax.
And we wish you a happy
And
birthday.
thank you, and in robot voice. And then today, it's behind me. I have bigger things to worry about with the arm. But seriously, the person who ratted me, you could have walked up to me, and I was trying to give him a break. Like, maybe he just wants to be part of our show. No, troublemaker. He could have walked up to me in
You
the
are so
hallway
wrong. It is
and
not.
said,
It is not
"Yes,
who
it
you
is."
think it is.
And
It is not.
And he could have said,
You think
by
it's
the way.
you think it's Neo, the program
I do.
director on Maxima.
I do. Checks all the boxes.
It is not. It is 100% not him.
Way to cover for your buddy.
Hook me up to a polygraph. It is not me.
I know it is.
It is.
It's not you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not
I
Neo.
know it's not you.
Correction. I'm sorry. It is not Neo. Okay. He did not tell me.
Who he checked
Anyway,
all the boxes.
how is it? You're wrong. It's
Okay,
not
Fester will
Neo.
tell me.
It's
It is
Terry
not.
Contento. Terry Contento told him.
Tell me about your daughter. Now, how did your daughter break her
Terry.
arm?
Okay, this is. You want to talk about mystery music? We need
Yeah.
mystery music.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah, you're giving me the circle finger. You're giving me the circle finger, MJ. But it's a long story. So
Oh, you're gonna have to wait.
It's a long story.
It is time for Roxanne Wilder's Mystery Theater on the MJ Morning Show.
Ooh, what's in tonight's episode?
Come in. Welcome.
Ooh, it's so nice.
The Green Hornet.
Tonight's episode is Darn, I Broke the Arm.
Sounds so riveting.
All right.
I think it should be darn I broke my kid's arm. Oh, no, you didn't break it.
Oh,
Did
man.
you?
All right. I'll tell you what. Let me take a break. Let me get a break out of the way. And when we get back, we've got Morons in the News coming up. But first, before we even get to the Morons in the News, we're going to find out about Roxanne's daughter's broken arm next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. So hang on a minute. We're loaded in minutes. Hey. It is the MJ Morning Show. Now, typically, we'd go right into the morons in the news here. However, we have a couple of pressing issues. Been a very exciting first hour so far here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. 6:37. So before we get into the morons, Roxanne's going to tell us the story about how her daughter maybe broke her arm. Listen.
Weird.
Roxanne, did a radiologist read the x-ray? Is her arm broken or not?
Yes. Okay, well, here we go. Do you want to hear what happened first? Because I think Fester's point, to tell it sequentially, is the most helpful.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so yesterday I get a call, and I'm driving around with Daviana, and I get a call from her dance school that she hurt her arm. They don't see anything wrong, but she just started. They don't know what she did.
How'd she hurt her arm in dance school?
That's what I'm telling you. It's
Was she
very
jumping around
weird.
like a maniac?
It's very weird. Now, I will tell you that she does.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this a pole dancing school?
Yeah, I take my 5-year-old to pole dancing school.
Yes, creepy.
Was she climbed
Could you
off?
be any
Did she
less
climb?
appropriate?
Did she climb all the way to the top and fell down?
I've known some women who've taken pole dancing classes for
Exercise.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, oh wait, you took pole dancing classes?
Yeah, a couple, not like a 6-week course. But
You
like
know how to
couple-
pole dance?
I mean, I've taken some classes. If you put a pole in here, I could do something.
What about Mons Venus? Could you do something?
No.
We called Joe.
I'll take her.
Is Joe still alive?
Alive? Yes.
Joe Redner?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that he died.
I used to see him all the time at Salad World right next door. You know,
oh my God.
At Sweet Tomatoes. Man, he was at Sweet Tomatoes 3 times a day. I think he ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Sweet Tomatoes.
The office
He's
is
got to
right
be
back
upset.
there.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened to your daughter?
So I get the call. She hurt her arm. So I go there to pick her up, and then the whole class is doing their little dance, their pre-dance for the recital. So I'm thinking maybe she's just
Were they on the
didn't wanna
poles?
do that. No,
MJ.
no.
I'm sorry.
If she was, I would
I'm sorry.
only let her take a fire pole class. I would not let her take a dance class where
All
I
right.
teach her moves. Okay, so anyways, she was sitting out and she had her little ice on her arm and she just had this really sad face. I said, "Honey, let me see your arm." And she's like, "No, it's broken. Don't touch it. It's broken. It's broken."
But how did she hurt her arm
I
in dance
said.
class?
That's-
They're doing little ballerina moves and pirouettes,
I know.
right?
Yes, she does do. They do some acrobatics, but they'd already been done with the acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
And so then she does do a lot of flips and stuff at home. She's constantly like flipping and somersaulting and cartwheels, ambidextrous both ways. And so anyways, maybe she did something to it prior to, but all of a sudden she's telling me her arm is broken. She won't let me touch it. She won't let me move it. So I take her home and I'm like thinking it's just a big ruse and she was having it in a mood. But she doesn't get in pain very often. She's a really tough cookie. And so then I say, "Doug, I think something's wrong with her. Let me just, I don't want, she's tough. So I want to take her and make sure she's okay." So I take her and she's an animal there. She's an animal. She refuses to do anything. Like she will not let them touch it. She will not let them move it. Crazy town. Okay. And
They have to chloroform her or something, knock her out?
All right, ma'am, we're going to have to knock out your toddler to examine her arm.
they're trying to x-ray it. She would not lift it to put it up on the tray.
And this is your 5-year-old
Yes.
that has the total RBF.
Yes, she does. And
what does RBF stand for? I want you to say it as mommy.
she does have, I mean, she has a serious countenance. I feel bad saying that about her with
So
her little broken arm, but it's resting bitch face.
What does she have?
Resting bitch face.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I just said it. RBF, resting bitch face.
I think when you're talking about a 5-year-old, it might be like a resting brat face or something.
Yes.
She doesn't turn into like, the bitch.
She's got
That's an age.
She's
age
got
factor.
RBFFYO.
What is that?
Resting bitch face 5-year-old.
That's a lot of letters.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
All right, so what happens next?
So, and just to back up too, like she had to get shots last year. They had to have 3 nurses pin her down. Like she does not like medical care.
What?
She was like this guy bigger than Fester had to come in and grab her and put her down to get their shots.
The Exorcist.
All right, kid. I'm going to smother you if you don't want to.
Power of Christ compels you.
Your mother sews socks in hell.
She hid behind chairs, so she doesn't like it.
Does she eventually get her arm x-rayed or examined?
Yes. So she gets the arm x-rayed, so they get those
I'm
x-rays
gonna
back.
throw you down the stairs.
Did she projectile vomit on the doctor?
No. So they're looking from the hand to the elbow and everything looks fine. There's nothing broken.
And then what happened
But she's
next?
still-
My arm's fine.
This whole story's a mess. Where's the fracture in her arm?
Okay, so then, but she's still complaining about this wrist pain.
Where'd
and
you go?
She's upset. We went to an urgent care. And wonderful, wonderful people there. I loved them.
Do they have an X-ray machine at the urgent care?
Yes, they did.
All right,
They did an
all right.
A lot of these urgent care MJs are like
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
low-grade emergency rooms.
Yeah.
Not even low grade, they're good grade.
So then we get her, the doctor puts her arm in a sling
Uh-huh.
and is able to get the proper x-rays
Okay.
so that they can get, because she goes, what I'm afraid of is I'm afraid it's broken up here by the elbow. Is it called the ulnar? I don't know what it's called, but the bone up here.
It's called the Ulmerton.
It's called the Ulmerton
They
bone.
actually
Yeah.
named a road after it.
It's
in
the
Pinellas County,
Ulmerton bone.
After Dr. Ulmerton, who did amazing advances in elbow
So
technology.
you finally get an X-ray.
Yeah. So the x-ray was, the radiologist said it was inconclusive. But the doctor's like, I'd keep this. You have to take her to the ortho
What do you
tomorrow.
mean inconclusive?
Look at my paperwork right
All
here.
right,
It's
all right.
Is it called the
inconclusive.
ulna? The
so
ulna?
what? So
So
they
it wasn't
said,
a
yeah, the ulna.
definitive. It was not a definitive green stick
So-
fracture.
No. So these are the options. It could be a wrist sprain that she's acting really dramatic about, which is kind of out of character, but I guess wrist sprains could hurt because it hurts her wrist. And they said that's deferred pain. Or it could be broken at the ulna, or because then the doctor says to me, she goes, you saw
Who read the picture?
me and the doctor. Both me and the doctor looked at it.
What are you doing?
So-
Did hold on? Did you have a radiologist look at the
Yes.
fracture?
Yes.
What in
And then they-
India? Was it outsourced to India?
Outsourced. It was outsourced. The outsourced radiologist could not make a determination and said it was inconclusive. But me and the doctor, or the doctor and I, both saw something on the picture. But the doctor said it could be a huge growth plate. She goes, either your daughter's going to be very tall,
Tell you what, why don't
or
you go
she
to
has a broken arm.
What? Your daughter is going to be really tall, or she has a broken arm.
That's what she said.
She's going to be like Brittany Griner. She's going to play WNBA.
But she can't dunk because her arm's broken.
She's going to play WNBA. That might be an indication of something else. And then also, she's going to end up in a Russian prison at some point.
Man, the only parenting advice I can give you is teach your kid not to smuggle drugs through Russia.
I was trying to get
That's
her to
it.
take the pain medicine. She didn't want to take the pain medicine, would not take it, refused the acetaminophen. And I was like, honey, it's going to make you feel better. Oh, by the way, mommy has to go to the doctor. I have to go to the doctor on Friday, and they're going to stick a camera up my butt, trying to get her to think about different types of things.
You
You know?
told your
Mommy.
daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
You told your daughter they're going to stick a camera up your butt on
for
Friday.
a colonoscopy.
I know.
To try to, hey, mommy has, and first question, I was leading her down the path. First question, was it going to hurt? No, because the doctors are going to give me medicine. Now take yours. You know,
It's
so
not
that's
going to hurt because it's one of those Nikon mirrorless cameras. It's the Z7 II. They're going to jam that up there. Now, if it was an old SLR with a shutter, that would hurt. But the mirrorless cameras, no, getting that shoved up there, it's all good.
It's not going to hurt because Roxanne's going to show up drunk, and that doctor better buy me a nice lunch if he thinks he's going to check me out that way.
That's right. Colonoscopy is. Are you coming into the show on Friday?
Are you?
Oh no, I'm not. Oh, that's right. I'm going to be in Scotland.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
on
this is a
Friday.
4-day work week for MJ.
That's right. Hey, folks, let me just make a little notice here quickly. Little programming reminder. So we're going to see Chloe in Scotland. So if you're not following me on Instagram, give me a follow because I will be taking you along on the trip. So make sure you give me a follow on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow now so you can see all the sites and whatever the hell I decide to do through Scotland with Michelle and Chloe later this week.
I'm pretty sure there's an exhibit where you can see William Wallace's head, like his beheaded head.
Oh, very nice.
Go see that.
I want you to put that on the list for Michelle.
Scotland is
Yeah,
free.
it is. Hey, all right. So your daughter, why don't you go to FOI? Go to Florida Orthopedic and get. I mean,
Is she in a lot of pain? If she broke her arm, she would have been up all night
But
in
I
pain.
think-
Well, that's a good point.
but we
Froggy.
need to get a definitive answer
Yeah.
whether your daughter actually broke her arm
Yeah,
or not.
you know, I'm not going to just let this ride and see how the pain is. No, I'm taking her to an ortho today.
Yeah, go to an orthopedist so you can get another X-ray and maybe a different read.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
maybe she was like moving her arm like a banshee during the X-ray, and maybe she didn't hold it still enough, and maybe you didn't get a clear enough picture.
Yeah, it was inconclusive.
Just pop it back
Well,
in place.
you got to become
Yeah.
conclusive, and you
Of
got
course.
to get a better X-ray on that thing.
I
That's
concur.
what's
And you
happening.
got to drug her before you take her there. You got to slip her. You got to slip her like some sleeping medication so you can get a good picture.
Yeah, she's
you
a
nuts?
tough patient.
Did you just say that?
What?
slip her some sleeping medication.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta grind it up and put it like the yogurt or something. or
exactly.
applesauce.
So,
okay.
so you can get she can get a real picture.
Like give her a cup of NyQuil?
Or Benadryl. I mean, that's the mommy Benadryl trick. How many times have you Benadrylled your
I've
kids?
never done that.
Yeah, right.
You put some Ambien.
no, I've never done that. That's crazy.
Drop an Ambien in some Frosted Flakes.
That's like the number one thing they do at daycare centers.
Yeah.
It's when it's Kool-Aid time. No, it's Benadryl time.
Yeah.
Tape the mouth shut.
I'm kidding.
Benadryl. Yep.
Yeah, listen, daycare centers do not Benadryl kids.
Yeah.
Remember, we've had some stories where like daycare center workers have gone to jail for Benadrylling the kids because they were, rambunctious wackos running all over the place. Wow. All right, so Roxanne, you had an exciting night. Is that
Yeah.
why I got this email from you that said, you ready for the email I got from Roxanne last night? No prep for me tonight is the headline on here. No prep for me tonight. I'm in a mood.
Uh-oh.
It has not been an ideal birthday yesterday.
What?
Starting with the outing me on my car. Not happy about that at all. And now I'm at the ER because C-U-Z, yeah.
That's how you spell
My
it.
older daughter may have a broken arm. So that's the email that I got from Roxanne last night. Isn't that fantastic?
Yep. And it says cannot exclude elbow joint effusion or occult fracture.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
no, she has tennis elbow.
Hold on, say that again.
Cannot, I'm reading the report right now, cannot exclude elbow joint effusion or occult fracture.
She's into the occult?
Oh my gosh,
Is
she's
she-
into the Bohemian Grove?
Is she into like devil worship?
That's weird. That's a weird diagnosis.
Does she wear a pentagram? She's into your
No.
Your report says she's into the occult.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh my God. And then, okay, I think I know what happened. I think Doug hit her with the car.
Oh,
That's what happened.
Just
yeah.
her arm.
Yeah, that's what happened. Just grazed her with the arm, hit the mailbox,
Yeah.
and then it hurt your daughter's
But
arm.
then I
And Doug.
Yes.
Her arm blew up.
would have Doug run my arm over, so I would feel that pain too.
There you go.
Anyway, so that's the latest in the trials and tribulations and the saga of Roxanne, where there's always some kind of drama going on in that house. Holy
Hey, someone
crap.
said, someone just texted me, sometimes
Yeah.
x-rays don't show, sometimes breaks don't show on x-rays right away.
Yeah,
So-
that sounds like accident lawyer talk.
Could be April. Yeah, sometime in April it'll show up.
If anyone has any information, feel free to text me.
Go to an orthopedist. Go to
I'm
a
going
real
to.
orthopedist today and get a real
No,
deal
I'm going to
reading
go
on
to
this thing.
pretend orthopedist.
All right.
Hey, come to my house then.
You're
I'll give
being
you
a
that.
wise ass.
If you want to go to a fake doctor, I'll check her out.
6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here. So we didn't even get to early morons in the news. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is spectacular today. What was that movie? They're real and they're... Oh, not movie. That was Seinfeld. They're real and they're spectacular. That was Terry Hatcher with the boobs. Yeah. Yeah, when Elaine,
that's right.
what they told Elaine to touch him,
I
and then
remember that.
she trips and grabs him inside the sauna, right? They're real and they're spectacular. Anyway, morons in the news today, spectacular. And we'll do it next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. You got the MJ Morning Show, 7:03 here on a Tuesday morning. And we're running a little late with Morons in the News this morning because we had a whole drama-filled first hour. Now, folks, you got to listen to more of the MJ Morning Show. So if you only get a chance to listen for a certain period of time, you don't know what you're missing before, and you don't know what you're missing after. That's why you got to figure out a way to listen to the MJ Morning Show longer each day. And for instance, when you get to work, and let's say you listen conventionally in the car on 104.7 FM, just turn on the app when you get into work, or you might have a smart speaker or a regular conventional radio. Make sure you bring the MJ Morning Show in with you and continue listening. Or you can always go back and listen to the podcast. The entire show is podcast by 11 a.m. every day. Then MJ TV is live. You can even roll the video back so you can watch us in the studio live on TV. So tons of ways to listen to us. All the apps. It's the iHeart app, the TuneIn app, the Odyssey app, my Q105 app. You can just listen to the MJ Morning Show live wherever you go. So if you like what you hear, when you hear it, imagine what you're missing. You might even be missing much better stuff. So make sure you listen to the MJ Morning Show additionally than what you do right now. Change your lifestyle and figure out a way to do it. I promise you'll be happy. All right, early Morons in the News here on the MJ Morning Show. And we're just backed up. I'm telling you, man, today's just a crazy day. First of all, to all the teenagers listening, I can't believe this is still going on. That stupid social media challenge with the Kool-Aid man where your kids are running through and destroying neighbors' fences and everything. I mean, knock it off. Now we have an arrest. This happened out on Long Island in New York. Didn't we talk about the Kool-Aid challenge like 2 years ago when we first came back?
A lot of these challenges are new to kids as they come of age.
Yeah.
Just don't be a schmuck. Come on. So now 6 Long Island teens were arrested, allegedly running through and damaging fences as part of the stupid viral Kool-Aid Man challenge by just running through fences and just destroying people's fences in the neighborhood.
Now, do you have to yell, "Hey, Kool-Aid," or have to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay.
Speaking of Kool-Aid, you look like a big giant cherry flavored.
I feel like
man.
Did you plan for this story?
I feel like a Kool-Aid today.
Look, Fester's a big, giant picture of cherry Kool-Aid. You're right.
I love me some Kool-Aid, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you get these shirts?
They have stores with clothes for fat
I mean,
people.
you're wearing a red shirt like you're on the red team on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
On the deck. Oh, my God.
This is the same store that Fat Albert went to get his red shirts.
He's a cartoon. He doesn't shop.
I shop at the same store as Fester.
Why don't you come up to my place for a drink? Yeah. I don't understand this. And the suspects were aged 12 to 18. First of all, why are 18-year-olds hanging around with 12-year-olds?
Yeah, that's a little
yeah.
little brother, maybe.
Here's video.
Yeah, I saw the video, and they identified all the kids. And again, it's the Kool-Aid challenge, and the kids are seen just running through fences.
Oh, my God, there's 7 of them.
And yes.
Only one went through.
One smashed through the fence, and the other ones, I think, just got hurt. So that's
like the old American Gladiators game where you had to pick the right door to run through. You didn't know if they were behind it or not.
Oh, and if you didn't pick the right door, you slammed into like. Oh, I got you. Okay. So the Kool-Aid challenge is where kids run through neighborhood fences, destroying them, and it is horrific. To wreck somebody's multi-$1,000 fence?
It really also, if you got to think about it, is a problem with the manufacturers of the fencing. I mean, that is some weak fencing.
Well, a lot of these.
What's some wind going to do?
This particular video is like all PVC fencing.
That's the only kind of fence you could probably do it, I would imagine.
I'm not a fan of the PVC fences. They kind of like warp and crack over time, and they never look good after like, I don't know, a couple of years, you know?
I'm straight chain link barbed wire.
Electric is a way to go, too.
Moving along
Shocking.
here with the early Morons in the news. This is really? Florida man caught with 2,600 pounds of child pornography? What?
Why are they weighing it?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
When did they start weighing child pornography? My God.
Wouldn't it be like measured in computer units or something?
You mean like
Gigabytes
hard drive
or- yeah.
space? Yeah, gigabyte. Exactly. Look at that. Using the proper terminology over there. I'm very, very impressed. I don't think Froggy or Fester could have come up with that.
I know what a gigawatt. What is it?
Gigawatt.
Gigawatt is
How many gigawatts?
1.21.
This is horrific. Florida guy, this happened up in Ocala. Florida guy arrested after he was caught with over a ton of printed photos. Marion County Sheriff's Office said last month it got information on files depicting child abuse being uploaded to the internet. Using the IP addresses connected to the files, investigators identified the suspect, Paul Zettel, 72 years old, of Ocala. 2,600 pounds of kiddie porn. My God. Throw this guy in jail and throw away the key. 72, let him die in prison.
Oh, and he had it all printed out, you said?
It's 2,600 pounds. Yes.
Every other.
Was it just built? I mean, I can't even imagine that.
There's
He's
a
so
physical
scary.
picture of all the boxes.
Oh,
Froggy.
And
okay.
him.
Okay, I would love a picture.
It's terrifying.
It's like a U-Haul.
Oh my God!
It's
It's like
terrifying.
a storage unit full of boxes of this stuff.
A horror show. Absolutely. A total, complete horror show. Unbelievable.
But kudos to Marion County Sheriff's Office for giving the weight measurement.
Yeah,
Forget the number of images that you would normally see in like most news reports.
it's almost too much for them to even count.
Up in Saginaw, Michigan,
Sag nasty is what the locals call
they
it.
call it, really?
Yeah.
Saginaw is called Sag Nasty?
I mean, it's meant in a complimentary way.
You mean
because-
Saganasty?
So, no, Sag nasty. Listen, I'm telling you.
Saganasty sounds better than
The
Sagnasty.
one thing I learned in Michigan is Detroit's pretty bad, but the guys in Flint are worse because they're pissed that they're not Detroit. The guys in Saginaw are even
No, they're
worse.
pissed because they've had lead in their water for 57
The
That'll
guys
years.
do
in
it.
Saginaw are even worse because they're not even Flint.
Whatever the hell.
Saginaw's a tough town.
Whatever you just said. Listen to this. When you're doing something illegal and you don't get what you're supposed to get in your illegal transaction, why the hell do people call the police?
For justice.
Why do you call 911 when you are doing something illegal and let's say it doesn't quite come to fruition? You just let it go. You leave it alone. Listen to this. This guy calls 911. 34-year-old guy calls at 7:52 a.m. on Saturday, this past Saturday, requesting police come to his residence. Why? Because he called 911 to report this. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, I hired a hooker and she won't perform the sex services that I paid for.
I mean,
Matthew Garrow, Gerow, called 911. The guy said he paid the woman $10 for a sex act. She reneged. He calls 911 to say, I want my money back. I paid for a... Are you kidding me?
$10.
Well, I guess that's the going rate up in Saginaw.
Oh, how bunk was she?
Oh my! 24-year-old woman
Again.
was even still there when the cops arrived.
$10, I do what you want.
Make you holler, $10.
No, it's a discount. It's like the Tone Loc song. I need $50 to make you holler. I get paid to do the wild thing.
Not her.
Oh, in Saginaw, I just need $10 to make you holler.
You got 10 on you?
I do $1 a tooth.
She had 10 teeth in there. Snaggletooth. Oh, man. Who calls the police when the hooker doesn't perform? Oh, my God. What is going on here? What is wrong with people?
I follow a great YouTube channel called Project Blue Cam. Blue Cam.
Oh, I thought the channel was called 10-Tooth Hooker.
No. I wish.
That's a different channel.
But there was a guy, they have a video of a guy getting arrested, and he called the cops because his meth was fake.
Oh, that happens all the
yeah.
time. We've had local stories.
Oh, maybe it was the video
dude.
of that.
Hey, we had the story up in Newport Richie, like in the last year and a half. There was a guy that called the cops.
I think that was it.
Was that it?
That was the video, yeah.
There was one local story like that. The guy called the 911 because the drugs were fake. He called them to come test the drugs that he bought or something to that effect.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God. All right, things just get worse from here, folks. Hang on. It's the MJ Morning Show, 7:13. I'm not done with the morons. I mean, I got a couple other additional things that we got to get to. Plus the fact, coming up, just guys need to leave women alone in regard to this. Also, allergy update. I've got an edible gummy update. You got to hear this coming up in just a bit. And man, there's no way I'm getting all this in today, but I'm going to sure try. So don't move, because we got the hour and 20-minute chunk of the show that starts next. 1 hour, 20 minutes uninterrupted next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, folks, MJ here with Fester, Roxanne, and Froggy on a Tuesday. Where do we start? When we commence this it is 7:23, by the way. When we commence this long chunk of the MJ Morning Show, every morning at this time we start an hour and 20 minutes nonstop MJ Morning Show. Hey, first thing, I've got this weird noise that's in the house. And we can't figure... Oh, look at Roxanne just gave me the look. Why'd you give me the look?
Well, either you're hearing things, you're hearing voices yourself, so that's a problem, or you have, some sort of creature in your house.
Like a spirit?
I don't know what it is, but we're having this issue, and it comes and goes. Like I come home during the day, and I don't hear it. And then at night, I'm hearing it, and then it happens for like an hour and a half, and then it goes away, and I'm walking all over the house trying to. You know what? Hang on, let me get Michelle on. Hang on 1 second here.
Oh man, maybe you have one of those cases where somebody's living in your attic and you don't know.
Oh, yeah. There's a name for that.
And when you're home, they're quiet, and when you leave, they go down and get bananas and watch your TV.
But then for an hour and a half in the evening,
Yeah.
you make a little noise.
I don't think there's anyone.
It's happened.
I know it's happened. I don't think there's anyone living in the attic. But it's like this weird. It's like.
Blah, blah.
Is Michelle not going to pick up? Hang on, let me try it back.
Could it be like an air handler issue or something?
No,
Or-
I've been all over the place. I'm putting my ear to walls. I'm putting my I'm putting my ear to like the air handler closet. I mean, it's crazy. It's like.
Why don't you record it?
I'm trying to because it's not loud enough to record, and I move around the house, and it's.
Blah, blah.
What the hell? Michelle's not picking up the phone.
I heard this was the first symptom for Bruce Willis as well. I forgot his last name.
You know what? Really?
So did he.
Really? You got to gravitate to Bruce Willis, who I feel terrible for? Really?
He was like, yippee-ki-yay, bleeper. What's that noise?
The noise, it's like a... Are you mocking me?
I thought we were doing a song.
No, I'm not doing a song. And sometimes it goes...
That's what it is.
Guys, no. Stop.
What is it? Axel F?
What is that?
That's Foley Axel F,
Yeah,
right?
it's an Eddie Murphy movie,
Yes,
right?
that's from Beverly Hills
What do you
Cop.
got?
Yeah,
You guys are trying to do
That's what you heard.
I'm not hearing Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop on my walls.
Let's start
That's how
Okay.
you started. You're like,
It's
yeah, that's
It's-
exactly what it is.
it's not Axel F in my walls.
Okay.
But it's strange. And as I move around the house, I'm like, hey, Michelle, it's louder over here. And then you like get closer, you like take another step, and then it disappears. And then in like the corner of the living room, I hear it, but then I move to the center of the room. It's not as loud. But then I'll go near my office on the other side, and I think I hear it louder over there. It's like this non-directional noise in my house, and I can't figure out what the hell it is.
I hate that when you hear noises and you can't even figure out what corner of the room they're coming from.
I mean, I can't get Michelle to, maybe the noise got her. I can't get Michelle to pick up the phone now. I have to call her cell phone.
Hello?
Hey, this is like the third time I'm calling you. Are you in a deep sleep?
I must be.
Yeah, she was.
My
you
God.
called her
Hey,
13 times.
Michelle, we're talking about the noise in the house that we can't figure out what the hell it is.
Oh, it's a fun game for you, isn't it?
No, it's not a fun game. All right, imitate the noise. So can you, I just imitate, what?
I don't know how to do that.
It was like,
I'm not a noisemaker.
all right, it's like, right?
Kinda.
What is that? Hold on. What is that beeping noise? Oh, that's
The
the
alarm.
the alarm. Oh, you turned the alarm off. All right. So I heard the dogs bark downstairs as well. But
Oh
Michelle,
my gosh.
the noise
You're
is.
so noise averse.
I am. But Michelle, we got a weird noise in the house, and it's been 2 days now, and it's driving me
Sorry,
crazy.
I alerted you to the noise.
No, I heard the noise first.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
That's a lie.
I heard it first.
That's a lie.
I think we both heard the noise then.
I heard the noise and I said, hey, what is that? Because I thought it was like the pump, the pool pump or something.
Yeah, but it's not. The pool pump's not on. It
It's
goes off at
not.
night.
I know it's not.
But
You've told me 3 times it's not.
But it's just weird how, like, we'll go to the corner of the living room and I hear it, and then we move to the hallway and it's gone, but then I'll move near my office and I'll hear it again. What are you guys doing?
I think Michelle's mocking you
Oh,
with the ghost
Michelle, are
noise.
you mocking me?
What do you think? We're the one.
Am I?
Michelle,
That was creepy.
the noise is driving me crazy.
Is it?
All right, goodbye. Knock it off. Are you doing it? Did you set up some little noisemaker?
She messing with you?
I'm thinking, is it some kind?
That's a good idea,
Yeah.
though. Thank you for that one.
Oh, jeez, great.
Maybe one of your radios are malfunctioning.
It's not one of my radios malfunctioning.
You have
Just
5.
something from like next door, and it's like they probably got some, pool pump or something.
No, I went outside. Remember, I went not last night, but the night before. I went outside in my underwear to see if I could
Oh my God.
to see if I could. Well, it's dark. No one can see me. I went. I wanted to.
Ironic.
Does your neighbors watch Beverly Hills Cop every day, maybe?
I don't. It's not, dude. It's not Axel F. That's going on in my house.
Dun, 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 dun. It could be.
All right, Michelle. Can you do me a favor? Could you go listen now and see if the noise is happening now?
No.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
And what about that South Tampa noise? People were hearing like
Oh,
that.
yeah. What happened with
But
that?
I don't think it's the noise that
It's not
people.
that.
I don't think it's that noise that people were hearing in South Tampa. But it's driving me nuts. Just insane. I can't figure it out. Hey, I want to talk about a speed limit issue. And did you hear about the guy that got pulled over for an egregious amount of speed? A guy was pulled over. Listen to this. 86 and a 70, right?
All right. That seems high, but not
Oh,
ridiculously
so
high.
hold on. Well, complete your thought there. What are you going to say?
Okay, so 86 and a 70. A 70 would be like an interstate speed.
Right.
So traveling 86 on the interstate doesn't seem ridiculous.
Oh, let me clarify. 86 over.
Oh. So 86 plus 70, is that 156?
156
Holy cow.
What does that feel like?
in a Dodge Charger on I-496 in Lansing, Michigan.
Wow.
Guy was pulled over for doing 156 miles an hour. Can those Dodge Chargers really go that fast?
Oh, those
If it has a hammy.
Like the 5.9 liter Hemi or whatever the heck that thing is?
Dang.
Oh, my God.
Those Hellcats are ridiculous.
I thought I'd just test you guys out. Yeah, 86 and a 70, not too bad. You'll get pulled over.
No.
Like
Yeah.
in Florida, I've always heard that the magic number for the troopers was like 13.
Yeah.
That the troopers tend to, I think your mileage may vary, but I think troopers vary, but I always heard that if you were like below 13 miles an hour over the speed limit, that the troopers kind of left you alone.
But even then, you really got to be in a mood to pluck you off at 14.
156 in a 70 is 86 miles an hour over the speed limit.
So what's the how much is that? How much are tickets a mile over?
I don't know.
I don't know the
I don't know if they still do it in Pennsylvania, but there was a time in Pennsylvania where they actually posted on the signs on the road how much your fine was going to be, how much you were over the speed limit. So you'd be tooling around like on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and it would be like speeding fines, and it would say, 0 to 10 miles over, 10 to 20, whatever it was, and it would list how much the fine
Did
was.
it go up to 80?
I don't think it had 86 miles an hour over the speed limit.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
So was the vehicle like impounded or something? Or did they just give the guy a ticket and let him go away? All right.
I don't think they let him drive away. He was driving a 2020 Dodge Charger. The guy was driving on a restricted license with conditions when he was allowed to drive. Speed limit was 70. He was pulled over for 156. Police say the driver was issued a citation for reckless driving and violating the conditions on their restricted license. The man was released while the prosecutor's office reviews the charge. Why did they let him go? Aren't there some places? I got to believe in Florida, if you're doing 156, do they let you go? Hold on. Let's
Only
see.
if you're in Hazard County.
Yeah, right, what's the fastest?
Hang on. Let me see if we can get a law enforcement officer on the phone. Are you a law enforcement officer? Are you a Florida Highway Patrol trooper? So if you're Leo, if you're law enforcement, don't you arrest people after a certain speed in Florida? I know some states will arrest you. They don't let you go. You're driving 156 miles an hour in a 70. Why the hell would the Michigan State Police let the guy go?
All right, so I have a picture from
Let me give out the phone number. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's the number. 800. I want to hear from law enforcement right now. If you're a trooper, at what speed do you arrest the driver? If someone's doing 156, 126, whatever, do you let them go or do you arrest them? Do you impound the vehicle? What is the procedure? What does the law say? All right, 800-990-1047. If you're in law enforcement and you can help me out on this. 800-990-1047. All right, Fester, you found an additional story here?
I found a photo off of the Twitter of the Michigan State Police, and the vehicle was impounded. Because here I see them loading it up on the back of a flatboy.
My story does not say the vehicle was impounded, so you have an updated story. And the white Dodge Charger is being loaded onto a flatboy. Is that a Jerdan?
Yeah, it is. You see this?
I didn't see that sticker on the side of those flatbeds.
It looks like a road.
JER-DAN or something.
It looks like the RT version, not the Hellcat
But
version.
they let the guy go. It's insane. Hang on. Phones are lighting up here with, I think, officers. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hey, MJ, it's Nick. How you doing?
Nick, are you law enforcement?
I am, sir. 25 years.
Do you want to tell us what agency?
I'll leave that out if you don't mind.
All right. Are you a sheriff's office, a local police department, or FHP?
City, municipality.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. So what's the deal in Florida with speed?
So in Florida, the rule of thumb is if you're going 30 plus, you're taking a ride to jail because they consider that reckless.
When you hear me tell a story about a guy doing 86 over, so doing 156 in a 70, are you shocked that they didn't arrest the guy on the spot?
Absolutely. That's egregious. That is a trip to jail for sure if you're going that fast.
They impounded the vehicle. So Fester found an updated story, which actually had a picture of the car being loaded onto a flatbed. I think the trooper took the picture. The credit is Michigan State Police. What is the fastest you've ever clocked somebody, and did you cuff them and stuff them?
So I haven't done traffic in a long time, but the fastest I've ever gotten somebody going is probably close to 30 over in a posted speed limit.
And did you take him to jail?
No. Back then, that 30 plus rule has only been in effect for probably the last, I'm going to say 10 years. And back then, it was just an astronomical, through the roof, fine. But yeah, things have changed since then. Yeah, that's a trip to jail for sure.
All right, Nick, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine here in Florida a Florida Highway Patrol officer not arresting somebody for doing 156 down I-75, going through, Brandon or something.
That feels like a trip to jail.
Yeah, it really does.
It does.
Hey, speaking of vehicles, oh my God, there's nothing funny about. Well,
I mean, you're laughing a lot for something that has nothing funny about it.
I've got zero tolerance for drunk drivers.
Okay.
But at least this didn't end in tragedy on the road because I've got zero tolerance for drunk drivers. But this incorporates a drunk dude at
Arby's. We have the meat.
Oh.
An extremely drunk driver fell asleep while ordering curly fries at Arby's.
Ooh, they have good curly fries.
What the hell?
Did he fall asleep at where you actually put the order in or just waiting in line before you get to the window?
Well, guess what? You've come to the right place for details here.
Good.
This is in Chaska, Minnesota. Police say an extremely drunk driver fell asleep while ordering at an Arby's drive-thru. According to police, officers responded to the Arby's around 1 p.m. on Friday. Dude, when that's no way to go through life. You are schnit-faced at 1 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, and you're so hammered you fall asleep at the drive-through speaker while ordering, I'll take a curly for...
Don't forget the horsey show.
I'll tell you right now, an Arby's beef and cheddar will sop up a drunk stomach, man. That's some good
So
eating.
good.
Dude, don't give out drunk driving sop-up
No,
tips.
listen, some fast foods.
The Chacamoca, what is it?
Yeah, it's Jamocha.
Jamocha.
But some fast foods work miracles on drunk stomachs, and Arby's is just one of those places.
Yeah, Taco Bell, obviously.
Taco Bell's great as well.
So cops show up about 1 p.m. Friday. Unresponsive driver, later found to be a 43-year-old man, only occupant in the vehicle, who was ordering curly fries at the Arby's drive-through speaker and then became unresponsive because he fell asleep. Luckily, an observant patron noticed and was able to open the driver's door and shift the vehicle into park,
Oh, God.
likely preventing property damage or injury to others.
Who just orders curly fries when you're a little buzzed?
Listen, Arby's-
Police said that the man was too drunk to do a... Can you imagine this? He was too drunk to do a standardized field sobriety test. They had to get a search warrant to get a blood sample, and then apparently the guy admitted that he was drinking bottles of Boone's Farm. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
no.
Here is this.
Listen, man, do what you have to do. But
Becoming extremely drunk and driving to get curly fries.
if you're going to give the guy a sobriety test at the Arby's, make him eat the fries.
It is
Yeah.
just very fortunate this guy was not on the road. I mean, at one point he was on the road, but luckily he didn't fall asleep drunk at the road. He was like in the Arby's parking lot.
It is difficult enough to eat straight fries drunk. Curly fries drunk? Oh, you would know. Well, Your Honor, I made him eat curly fries and he couldn't do it.
Arby's, we have the meat.
He was obviously drunk.
Is anyone buying this story, or is this just clickbait gaga? Tom Brady wanting to do stand-up comedy? Come on.
Oh, my. Are you joking? Is this a joke?
I think it might be.
I would go see him.
Oh, my God.
Wait, is he
I'm so tired of him.
trying to use his platform with Fox to segue into as a commentator to segue
Oh my
into
God.
stand-up?
Hey, you hear the one about Gronkowski?
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
All right.
Yeah, this is clickbait. I don't believe this at all.
So, why did the football coach go to the bank?
Why?
Huh? To get his quarter back. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Are you going to be here all week by any chance?
That's a good one.
Which two football teams played in the Pirate Super Bowl? Okay, just Pirate.
Oh, can you rephrase that, Tom? You butchered that.
Which two football teams played in the Pirate Super Bowl? If there even was one.
Which two teams played?
What kind of tea do football players drink?
Are you moving on? What kind of?
Hold on.
I'm still curious about the
hold on.
Pirates.
Did you butcher the pirate joke?
I just want you to think about what. Yes, I did.
Okay, what?
What kind of tea?
Hold on. Is it penalty?
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like Tom's stand-up.
So think of a little ghost, huh? So why was this little tiny ghost asked to join the football team?
Why?
You don't know?
No.
Nobody could see him coming. Why?
They needed team spirit.
Are these sample Tom Brady stand-up comedy jokes?
Thanks, everybody.
This is the whole act.
You've
been great.
You've been all right.
All right. So was the pirate? I want to hear the pirate joke. Is that not a real
Yeah,
joke?
me too.
Why can't you just read the jokes? I mean,
Hey,
in
excuse
nine
me, I
attempts,
wrote- Tom
nine.
Brady wrote these. I wrote these. All right.
He talks about himself.
Which two football teams played in the Pirate Super Bowl?
Okay, which ones?
The Seahawks and the Buccaneers.
That's not a joke.
What are you saying?
Because the birds are in the sky and the Buccaneers are the Pirates.
Dude, are you drunk?
Excuse me, Tom Brady does not drink.
He's drunk on bone broth. Maybe.
Here's the deal. Now, this is from Radar Online, which Radar Online is a website that it's part of the National Enquirer company. So I don't know if this is real, but Tom Brady is potentially pursuing a stand-up career in comedy. What, is this going to be simultaneous with that Fox play-by-play or color commentary gig or analyst gig? Whatever. So do we know what Tom Brady's going to be doing? Is Tom Brady going to be in the studio?
No, so Tom's in the booth.
Tom is going to be in the booth for like the biggest Fox game of the week.
But doesn't
going to do Troy Aikman's job. He's going to do the Chris Collinsworth job, not the
He's not doing play-by-play. He's doing the color commentary.
Right.
But wait a second. Did I dream this, or is he taking a year off and he's not going to start until the?
No, we talked about that. You didn't dream it. We did it on the MJ Morning Show that he's not going to start in the 23-24 season. So he's not going to start this coming September. He is going to start the following year. So he's going to do the 24-25 season is when Tom Brady is allegedly going to start this, huge $375 million deal with the NFL on Fox. But first, is Tom Brady doing stand-up comedy at a comedy club near you?
Hey, guys. Comedian Tom Brady here.
Hey, Tom.
Oh.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah, what's that, Tom?
Where do football players go when they need a new uniform?
Where?
New Jersey. Thank you.
Tom, you're really good.
How is the football referee like an angry chicken? You ever thought about that?
I would not stop.
No, Tom's feeling his groove. He's getting into
Did
his
you
groove.
Google football
They
jokes?
both have foul mouths.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. I've been Tom Brady. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you just Google football jokes?
No, I wrote these.
That's
No, you didn't
that's
write
the whole
these.
act. That's his whole act.
According to, let me give you the facts here.
All right.
Let me give you the fake facts according to Radar Online, because I don't believe this. I think this is crap. According to sources, Tom was a terrific quarterback, but he needs to toss this idea before it's too late, said a source who heard some of Tom Brady's material. As a comic, he's strictly a water boy, according to some insider.
Are you kidding? Those jokes killed.
The story is that Tom Brady allegedly had an inflated ego while working with Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Rita Moreno.
And a deflated football.
Yeah, exactly. Old Deflategate. When he was shooting 80 for Brady. And when he was doing scenes in the movie, he felt like he could do comedy. I don't believe that.
He could hang with those.
Is anybody really
legends.
reporting this story as real, that Tom Brady is going to attempt a stand-up comedy career? Come on.
Hey, comedian Tom Brady here.
Yeah.
I will donate $19 million to Roxanne's favorite charity if Tom Brady does one stand-up comedy act.
All right.
Can I request all of you three to do something for me, comedian Tom Brady? Put on your laughing hats.
Okay.
And strap in your laughing seatbelt, because what happens? I forgot.
Dude, what are you doing over here?
Why was Cinderella such a poor football player?
Stop it.
Why was Cinderella such a poor football player?
Her coach was a pumpkin.
All right, stop it.
Hey, comedian Tom Brady doesn't appreciate that. Sometimes I forget my jokes and my punchlines. Jeez.
I love how comedian Tom Brady
I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
talks about himself in the first person.
All of my materials, all football jokes.
I don't believe for a minute that this story is legit. So the Radar Online story continues. The ladies were super nice to him. He did a nice job reading professionally written material in a small part, but he'd be playing in a different league if he takes up stand-up comedy. Apparently, he does a great impersonation of former teammate Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole act right there.
Dude.
Microphone.
Froggy, your impression is on point.
I talk into phone. Yeah, okay, that's hard.
I think the report, I'm moving on now, but I think I got to get away from, Tom Brady, Froggy over here.
Gronkowski tried to do stand-up.
Did he really?
Yeah, didn't he?
I don't think so.
Comedian Tom Brady doesn't know, but have you guys heard? I'm going to tell this joke. It's called The Aristocrats. You
No,
ever heard it?
stop it.
no,
No,
I like-
don't tell
So
the
a
joke.
bunch of football players walk into a talent agent's office.
I don't believe for a minute that Tom Brady is really going to do stand-up comedy, or he's considering. The story was that he might delay the Fox sports gig to do stand-up comedy.
No,
Which I don't believe that for a minute.
Throw tomatoes at his ass.
Hey, Bobby Jewell, wake up. Get him at Side Splitters, baby. I'll go see him.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady's not going to do stand-up gigs.
Go to Coconuts on the beach? What's he going to do?
Come on, this is a fake story. This is fake news, man. I'm telling you right now.
Well, it was fake news until we heard samples, and now there's something there.
See? He was funny. Thanks for coming, Tom. Thanks.
Now, I made a mention, yesterday, that over the weekend I go outside and our car in the driveway was covered in that yellowish green pollen dust. I mean, just, I could write my name in like the car windows because of all the pollen dust, and it just kind of popped up overnight, I guess, because I don't think when I last saw the car on Saturday, I don't think there was any dust on the car. And then on Sunday, I wake up, I'm like, what is going on? But also with that, allergies apparently are killing people right now. But I don't know what happened to me. My allergies years ago just disappeared. And I am not affected by the pollen at all. I used to be affected.
Kills me.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know there are tons of people that are listening right now that have all kinds of pollen issues, and the allergies drive them nuts.
Do you feel like people like to talk about pollen and their allergy issues too much? Do you ever notice that? People love to talk about pollen.
Well, they blame
Right?
everything on it. Oh, I don't feel well. It must be the pollen. I'm like, dude, it's October.
I'm just saying that I know a lot of people are affected when you have the oak pollen that coats everything with that nasty greenish yellow. It's almost like yellow cake uranium dust or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what it looks like.
Exactly what it looks like.
I need a Geiger counter. See if the stuff's radioactive. No. But I don't know why my allergies like 20 years ago just went poof, just gone. And I'm not affected by this, which I don't understand.
Do allergies bother kids more?
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It could be kids, it could be adults, whatever. Now, I have a warning, and if this is happening out in California, this could be happening, I think, maybe anywhere. And I also saw a Philadelphia story. So at least California, Philadelphia, gummies, edible gummies at 3 different smoke shops have tested positive for heroin and fentanyl as well.
Ugh.
What?
Yeah. So you go to like a dispensary, you're buying some edibles or whatever.
A trusted place to buy your drugs.
Yeah, and suddenly
medication.
You have more than THC or whatever in your gummies. And I've got 2 different stories. I guess out in California this has happened. And then this is Pennsylvania, Bluebell, Pennsylvania, Hatfield, Pennsylvania, Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania. The brand is Delta 8 THC, 600 milligram Happy Cubes.
See, I mean, you get those
and these are edibles, and they tested positive and also had heroin and fentanyl in them. What the hell?
You can get those anywhere, really.
You got smoke shops, vape shops. You got these CBD gummies made with Delta 8, Delta 9 components.
See, those aren't the ones you're going to get in the dispensary. Those are that's like K2 type crap.
I would imagine, though, that these places that they'll probably sell a little bit of everything, or a dispensary is just going to sell very well-tested edibles.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
The big ones, at least.
I don't smoke pot. I don't do edibles. But, man, that's scary as crap that people are buying these edibles and they're testing positive for heroin and fentanyl as well.
If you go to a well-established place,
Yeah, I mean,
like
That's
a
some
Trulieve
scary crap.
or a Move or a Curaleaf, you're not going to get that.
I think some places, they have to maintain their license. But if you look, there's a lot of sketch places that just say, like,
that say Delta 8, no license needed.
Yeah, all these vape shops that just kind of pop up and sell all kinds of stuff. That's not quite as regulated.
Now, I'm surprised that you guys didn't bring this up.
All of us guys?
Everyone. You, Roxanne, but I guess you were preoccupied with your daughter's broken arm last night and the aftermath of you not telling us the truth about the car wreck.
The aftermath of keeping my personal business to myself.
The aftermath of Doug driving your X5 through a neighbor's mailbox. So you were preoccupied. But I can't believe that nobody threw this story in my face thus far this morning. You know what? I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Okay.
Is there a story that you guys would like to shove down my throat this morning?
Give us a clue. Is it local or is it pervasive?
It's psychological.
Okay. Hold tight.
It's a psychological story. And I'm surprised. What do you doing a Google search with bare minimum details?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work.
MJ, we can guess all day.
I know we could guess all day.
So let's go.
You know what this tells me? It tells me you guys are not really actively prepping out there.
All right.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't.
Yeah,
That's what it tells
I
me.
make no bones about this. This is a part-time job. Let's go.
I saw.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, you want to bust balls? Like, come on.
I
My name's
saw.
not on the show.
I saw a story last night. I'm like, oh my God, these guys are going to hit me with this. And you haven't, so I don't even think you're aware of it.
Is it robot related?
It is not robot related.
Is it sex robot related?
It is not sex.
Well, you got Roxanne hook, line, and
Hold
sinker
on.
this.
Why would you be shoving a sex robot story down my throat?
Thank God you said sorry.
I mean, the one word out of that sentence and the whole thing is something completely different.
Here is the story, and I have no problem talking about this. I have no problem addressing this.
What is it about short people?
It is.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Oh, how do we miss that?
It is. Hello. Exactly. I thought you guys would have brought this to the table this morning, so I'll bring it to the table because
I have
it's
funny short person alerts on my phone.
It is. Oh, you do? I have no issue. I have no issue discussing this.
Yeah, right.
The headline is short, bitter people are more likely to be psychopaths, according to new study.
I got you pegged.
Please stop it.
You still wear those Al Pacino shoeless?
I don't have. I'm wearing sneakers.
I'm tall. Look at me.
New research has been published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences, and it suggests that people who are relatively short and unhappy may engage in antagonistic behaviors in an attempt to offset their height disadvantage. Researchers used Amazon's Mechanical Turk, a crowdsourcing site, to recruit 367 adults, a mix of men and women, from here in the United States. The participants were asked to complete the Dirty Dozen Dark Triad questionnaire, which is designed to assess levels of psychopathy, narcissism, and Machiavellianism.
Yeah, I know about the dark triad.
Why don't you tell me about the Dark Triad?
Sounds like a dessert.
It's what you just said. It's you have all three of those bad personality deals: the sociopath,
Psychopath, narcissism,
and Machiavellianism.
Right.
And Machiavellianism is the end justifies the means. There's no compassion or consult for any sort of moral compass. It's just whatever you want, whatever your desire is. And
how about a Napoleonic complex?
That sounds like it's factored in with this.
They were then asked to list their height and divulge if they were satisfied with their height or wish they were taller. The researchers found that shorter people and those who were unsatisfied with their height were more likely to exhibit signs of psychopathy, narcissism, and Machiavellianism. Shorter people, especially those who wish they were taller, are more characterized by traits that are likely to make them show off, be confrontational, and interested in power, according to Peter K. Jonasson, the lead investigator here, the lead researcher.
How tall is he?
It doesn't say.
Oh, that's what I want to know.
Yeah. Not everyone who's short hates their height. Some short men have turned their shortcomings into movement, as seen. I
think the guys who roll up, the shorter guys who roll up with the taller women, I think they're using it to their best ability.
Dude, I hired a 5'2" guy to do my baseboards.
Mm-hmm.
He was right there. He didn't even get on his knees. Just kind of bent over. It was awesome.
What do you mean you hired a 5'2" guy to do? Why do you have?
You put in new baseboards in the house, right? And a couple
oh my God, they should hire a whole company of midgets.
Why did you have to get new baseboards in your house?
We were redoing the floors and we did everything.
Right.
We put new baseboards in, right? And
All
I said to the floor guy, I go, hey, do you do baseboards? He goes, no, I'm too tall for that. He goes, let me introduce you to my friend. And this guy
I'm here. What's up? My name is
Hey guys, how are you? What are you looking for? And he brought in this little miter saw with the little angles. He banged it right out.
Anyway,
actually, shorter guys a lot of times have really deep voices. Have you noticed that?
Not this guy.
I think it varies.
I mean, have you ever seen Wizard of Oz?
I think it varies that all different people, short, tall, some like look at Fester. Fester's a 330-pound guy and he's got like a
a ridiculously high voice. I mean, people hear me talking and they're like, wow, your high voice does not match your fatness.
I don't think about my height. It's never bothered me.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
This is always a good question. I think we're all in the same boat, except for people who are above that really outrageously tall point. Wouldn't everybody in here, if someone said you can have an extra inch of height, would not
I'll take
it?
it somewhere else.
I don't say. I mean, is it a movable inch?
I don't care.
I'll take an extra inch of height.
Can I take an inch off my foot, please?
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it never. Nobody ever called you shrimp?
No, I never had an
You
issue.
don't even want another inch?
No, it just doesn't. It doesn't bother me at all.
Give me another inch.
Hello.
Hey, are you listening to the show right now?
I'm trying not to.
So am I.
Whatever.
Why are you trying not to listen? That's not good for
What a
It's not good for the household.
My last 5 minutes of sleep.
Your last no. What time is your alarm set to go off?
Now?
If it's 8 o'clock, you got 1 minute.
Go back to bed.
Michelle, have I ever complained about my height? Have I ever once said I wish I was taller?
Never.
Yeah, right, Michelle. Remember you told us at dinner, I think. You told us that he'd hang upside down from like monkey bars and stuff. Like the Brady Bunch episode and hold weights.
Stop it.
He inquired about that surgery where they break your legs and they stretch them like a millimeter.
The leg lengthening procedure?
I mean, he just inquired about it.
I did not inquire about it.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. And someone I know, one of my friends, does stuff to make themselves taller, and it's working.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What could you possibly do?
Male or female?
Male.
And how old is this guy?
In his 40s.
And he's in his
wearing
40s.
stilettos?
He's deciding to get taller?
Yeah, and it's seriously working.
And what is he doing to get taller?
Exercises. And so
You can't get taller from exercise.
Get out of
Yes.
here.
Yep.
What kind of crap
You know
are you
how
being
rich
fed?
You would be if you came up with the get taller exercise.
Michelle, I
insane?
gotta wrap this up, but have I ever complained about my height?
Never. Not once.
Have you ever complained about his height?
Never.
And Roxanne, you were suggesting about shorter guys with taller women, and Michelle is taller than me.
Yeah, I say that's a good thing. I say that's you're living your best life, and you're like, look, here I am. Here's,
When you first started dating, were you
Yeah.
like, is it a problem if I'm shorter than you?
I've never said that at all. And
have
Michelle,
you ever sung it?
what?
Because you like to sing stuff all the time.
I ever sung what?
You know, I wish I was a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Remember that song?
No, I need Roxanne to sing it.
No, that's stay with me a little bit longer.
I wish I was a
No.
little bit taller.
Yes.
I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a girl.
That song.
Roxanne needs to sing it.
I do not need to
Let's
sing
hear some
it.
white girl karaoke this morning.
Not doing it. Not-
Michelle, the
that's not
reason
show.
why I'm bringing this up, Michelle, is because I found an item last night. Short, bitter people are more likely to be psychopaths, according to new research.
Yeah, I saw that article and I did send it to you because it kind of was scary.
She put it in the files.
Oh, I saw it. I printed it out.
Did you?
But I'm not a psychopath, am
Phones
I?
are talking.
What?
Our phones are talking. That's
Hey,
terrible.
Am I a psychopath?
Sometimes.
You used to be.
So-
I mean,
You used to have much more psychopathic
You're like an old
capabilities.
Is that
psychopath.
true, Fester and Froggy?
you ever see an
Oh, yeah.
old psycho in prison, like a guy who was nuts 20 years ago, but he's been in prison for 20 years and he's like all mellow now?
Yeah, Ed Kemper.
It's like that. I was like, you were a psycho 30 years ago? Like, yep, I killed a bunch of people. Yeah, but he's like kind of normal.
Bye, Michelle.
But he grew into normalcy.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't
Aged
grown.
into normalcy.
Yeah,
Aged,
like the guy in Blackbird. What's his name?
I don't watch it.
Larry Hall.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, it's Larry. Hey. All right, Michelle, I got to run.
Well, run.
All right.
Run as fast as you can.
8:02 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Thanks for listening to the program. Make sure you take us into work with you. If you like what you hear when you're in the car, make sure you continue listening. You can listen to us on a multitude of apps. The iHeart app, the TuneIn app, the Odyssey app, My Q105. All you have to do is search for MJ Morning Show and Q105 Tampa Bay, and you can listen to us. You don't have to stop listening to us just because you get out of the car. So make sure you continue listening to us here on the MJ Morning Show. Smart speakers. You can put it on the speakers on your desktop computer. Just, type in, go to Google. Just type in, myq105.com or mjmorningshow.com and click on Listen Live. Now, I have a very serious thing to talk about involving women. And guys just need to leave women alone when they do this.
Housework.
Roxanne, well, Fester, I didn't want you to guess. Roxanne is the only woman in the room. Michelle would have been the other one, but she was on the phone and now she's gone. But Roxanne, what should guys avoid doing when women are doing this? Leave women alone when they are doing blank.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the last time I told Doug to leave me alone, and it was last night.
Leave women alone when they're doing
I was
this.
trying to take a shower, but it was like the whole family was in there, and I was like, can I please take a shower in privacy?
The whole family's in there when you're taking a shower?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with your house?
No, that's it. The girls come in the bathroom, and I'm like, can I have some privacy? Doug always gets privacy when he gets a shower. I do not.
So can you answer the question?
Take a shower. Take a shower. That's my only guess.
It's incorrect. Leave women alone when they're doing this, Fester.
Ugh. Complaining. I've learned to just shut up during the complaining. Just let it pass.
Froggy, leave women alone when they're doing this.
Masturbating.
I just dumped that.
Oh my God. Fester, what are you doing?
I just dumped that. What are you? What is wrong with you?
Fester did that.
Guys,
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Froggy just looks over at me.
Stop. Stop.
Dumbass.
My God.
Is he right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Crap. Did you dump that?
Yes, I dumped that.
Are you sure that's dumpable?
Well, you know what? It didn't have to be dumped from a federal communications
That should be the standard.
actionable standpoint. I dumped it because
it was funny.
of decorum.
Wait a minute.
Class.
I dumped it because of
classy.
Nobody else thought of that?
It was uncouth.
Oh, couth this.
Jeez,
I think
my
it's-
God.
I'm
Go
sorry.
to the uncouth booth.
Really, the only thing I'm trying to do is protect the license. I mean,
The uncouth booth. I dumped
like
that
that.
because I just didn't think it was. I
Sorry,
I didn't think it was content appropriate for 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay,
But is it the answer?
I said already it's not the answer.
But y'all got to admit, y'all thinking it.
It's not. So, all right, I'm just going to tell you what it is.
I mean, Froggy's not wrong.
When women are doing this, and by the way, that was on MJTV. It doesn't. When I hit the dump button in here, folks, and we have the dump button in case one of the guys says something like Froggy.
I've gotten dumped. Don't exclude me.
Or a caller says something. I have to, dump it.
My bad.
Like, hey, listen, I dumped the guy yesterday.
He should have been.
Right around this time. You know what? I probably could have left that. The guy we had on yesterday, was it Thomas?
The guy who was declared dead by Clearwater paramedics.
What was
Thomas and
was it
Phoebe.
Maxwell?
I know his
I think it was Thomas Maxwell. We had him and his daughter Phoebe on yesterday, right around this time. And Thomas Maxwell was the guy that was declared dead by those Clearwater EMTs.
Right.
And he wasn't dead. And other EMTs came and said, yeah, he's not dead. And then they had to take him to the hospital. He's back home.
The guy wasn't even close to being dead. I mean, he's home now.
We spoke to them yesterday live on the show, and Thomas, he dropped the S-bomb during our phone call. I did hit the dump button. I probably didn't have to do it, but I just hit the dump button. But when I hit our dump button, it takes it off the air on 104.7 FM when you're listening on a regular radio, like in the car or a clock radio or whatever. But it doesn't dump from MJTV on camera, and it doesn't dump from the stream. And Andrew, does it dump from when you do the podcast later on? Will that live on in the podcast? It will? And apparently it will. And, we podcast the show every day by 11 o'clock. This entire show is available for podcast downloading or whatever.
Yeah. The people who are watching online got a lot of humor out of that.
Yeah, I mean,
So you're getting texts from people? All right, let me do the story here.
please.
Is it? I think I have a guess.
Okay, what is it?
From the texters, makeup.
I hit the buzzer even before you said it because I knew it was going to be wrong. No, it's not housework. Andrew, were you on the air or off the air?
Off.
I can't tell when Andrew's on or off. We've got no sound difference in my headphones.
That's weird.
Okay.
It is.
Just what is it?
Leave women alone when they are exercising. Women don't like it if they're at the gym or if they're jogging or walking in the neighborhood. Women do not want to be hit on. Leave women alone. So a woman started a whole little subreddit thread on Reddit and put a post up telling men stop approaching women when they're exercising. And she says, I can't even believe I have to remind people we're exercising. Do not bother us. I bet you we can go to phones here. I bet you we can go to phones right now and we could ask for women to call us, whatever your age is. I would like to know, give me a story, what has happened. If you're at the gym or if you're running, you're jogging, how many guys have bothered you? Do you have any stories of guys bugging you while you're working out, while you're exercising? Because this woman went to the Reddit dating advice forum to explain that she's had it. She's just fed up with guys approaching while she's exercising. And she says, just because I got a sports bra on doesn't mean that you're able to flirt with me. Leave me alone. Now, this woman is 21 years old, began her post by addressing men. Please stop approaching women when they're exercising. Sports bras and yoga pants are not us looking for male attention. It's merely what we're comfortable in. Let's go to phones on this.
Jeez.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So women that wear sports bras and yoga pants, I'll tell you what I notice. I notice when I go to that Trader Joe's in South Tampa, there are a dozen women in there in sports bras and yoga pants.
Yeah, that's the uniform.
Is that just for Trader Joe's? Or is that they're leaving their gym and then they're going to Trader Joe's after they work out, or they go to Trader Joe's before they work out?
See,
don't get those mini ice cream cones if you're going before you work out. Don't leave those things in the car. All right, so let's go to phones on this. I'd love to hear from women right now about men that have bothered you while you're working out. Again, do you concur? If you're wearing a sports bra or if you're wearing yoga pants, it is not an invitation for men to flirt. So do you have any stories of guys at the gym trying to hit on you? When women are working out, leave them alone is what this woman says. All right, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. I'd love to hear any encounters that you've had, any stories that you've had. 800-990-1047. And I see Roxanne is nose deep in the texts right now while Andrew screens calls.
Isn't it a no-no in the workout community not to, if you're a serious workout guy, you don't talk at the gym, you just bang metal.
That's why,
and,
if you don't want people coming up to you, you should grunt a lot.
Yeah. Rob Ripple. Yeah.
What are you getting on the text lines?
Well, first of all, someone says they should open a female-only fitness center.
Yeah, it's called
They have
Shapes.
those.
They have those.
Yeah, they do. But I kind of got a different take on this. It's so hard to meet people in person now. Maybe there's some women out there who wouldn't mind if a guy hit on them at the gym.
Oh, yeah. Women love the beefcakes.
No, but
The
seriously.
gym guys. Hey, so I'm on creatine. What are you taking?
What kind of supplements are you on?
Yeah. How much can you bench? Like, seriously, can you bench? Like, over 2?
No, you look like my ex-girlfriend. She can squat like 350.
Yeah.
But this is a thing.
Someone says unless the guy is really attractive, and what about all these women? What do they want to be talked? Do they want to be talked to? Which probably just confuses men. They don't know which woman wants to be talked to and which one doesn't.
I got approached 3 times while running. The first guy told me my shoelaces were untied. I took out my earbuds to tie them and realized, wait, I don't even have laces.
She's not very smart.
I politely told him I wasn't interested. And he told me I was not even that cute. Oh, my God.
Well,
yeah, that's just wrong.
You're not even that cute, whatever.
Well, I mean, if he's just trying to say, ma'am, your shoelaces are open,
So
I'm not interested.
Once she took out the earbuds, she said the man then, that was the excuse to hit on her. And she said, listen, I'm not interested. And then the guy says, well, you're not even that cute. Oh, my God.
Butt hurt, baby.
That's awful.
So I'm thinking our first date, GNC. You ever been?
Becoming increasingly frustrated with the interruptions, this particular woman snapped at two men. She told them that she was training for a marathon, that they should leave her alone. They said some nonsense like I'm wearing revealing clothes and should not expect not to get approached.
God, what are they going to kidnap her? What's happening?
Okay.
The hell?
Who talks to people in the street like that?
Here's the thing. This is what you need to do. First of all, you could make it really easy for everybody, and you could just give women like those signs that they have at the Brazilian steakhouses, like more meat.
Oh, you mean the red and the green thing that you flip over? That if you green if you want more food to be sliced off onto your plate?
You know,
wear it as a pendant.
Meat is very appropriate on with this little puck.
Where are the women? Andrew is telling me only guys are calling in on this.
And the guys
where the hell are the women on this?
The guys are texting too because they're saying, this guy says, I never approach women at the gym. They always seem to have RBF. That's the second part of this. If a woman has
RBF is
resting bitch face. If a woman has RBF or has earbuds in, like just read people's body language. If they look friendly and like they want to have a conversation with you, maybe that's the time to move in. People can't read facial expressions.
Andrew's telling me that all the phone lines are getting clogged up with guys.
Come on, guys.
And I need the guys to stop calling, and I need the women to be able to get through.
No.
All right, 800-990-1047. Women approached by guys when exercising, whether you're at the gym, whether you're jogging, sports bra, yogurt pants. What is the deal? What have you said? Do you hate also like this woman getting approached while exercising? All right. While he screens, while we try to open up lines and get the guys to stop calling, here's one of the guys. Peter's in St. Pete. Hey, Pete, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, I'm a big fan. I just wanted to say on that note, I agree. It's wrong that guys approach women. I don't even think as a man myself working out, and I used to work at a gym, and I won't name that gym, I used to have to constantly, women would come up to me, and I almost was playing the role of a bouncer at the gym because it gets bad. They incessantly, harass women, and we lose a lot of women customers because of that, and it's really a shame. There's got to be a law in place where harassment, and actually at one establishment I was working at, on one incident, the cops had to come and literally remove and put a restraining order on a guy that had been stalking a female.
God.
Yeah.
But that's always been a problem. I've always heard about that women at some gyms that they don't feel like they can get a peaceful workout in because they're always being bothered. And that's the point is just because you're wearing workout clothes, it doesn't mean that it's an invitation to bother the woman.
And you know what else is funny is sometimes, and this is actually not funny, poor choice of words, but so like I began actually playing, I was a bouncer before that job, and, I would sit and do some paperwork at my desk, and I would always notice there was guys that would sign up, and you could tell the ones that are actually legitimately there to work out, and you could tell the ones while they're even signing the paperwork that come into the gym and sign up that they're just there just for the women. And they're easy to point out. And you peg those guys right away. You got to let them serve a little bit of their contract, and then it's null and void. We kick them out. I mean, it's obvious they're not there to work out. It's become rampant where I was at, and it's a problem. It definitely is. It's disgusting. I mean, like,
all right.
Okay, we get it.
All right, Peter, thanks for the call, man. I do appreciate it.
Hey, big fan. Love to hear your show.
Thank you, buddy.
Peter.
Thanks for calling in. All right, so the women are able to get through now. For whatever reason, it was guy after guy after guy after guy. Hey, listen, I love all of our listeners, male and female, but we're getting all clogged up with the men. So finally, I just took one of the male calls. All right, Sarah in Tampa. Hey, Sarah, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, guys. I actually had a guy that come up to me in the gym, and I took my earbud out, and he was like, his line was, I can tell you just started working out because your form is horrible.
What a good line.
Yeah, what
Said,
he didn't have any
"Thank
game
you,"
at
and
all.
put my earbud back in.
Man,
and
that's going to turn you on, isn't it?
Oh my gosh! And then I said, he said, "Oh well, if you need someone to help you out sometime," I go, "Oh, no, thanks. I have a trainer." Like, just
wow.
Your form's
like,
weird.
Work
Like,
on it, dude. Work on it.
you got
We just call them, like,
scoliosis.
gym trolls. You just kind of keep your eyes low and dodge and weave, kind of thing.
Now, Sarah, when you work out, is there any time that you'd want to be approached?
No, not really. No.
See, guys, listen. Take a tip here.
yeah, but she's probably not single. What if it's a single girl? You never
Well,
know.
well, again, I'll ask
I
the
was
question.
at the time, but
Hold on one sec, Sarah. I'll ask the question again. Are there any women that want to be approached? Let me phrase it this way. And guys, stop calling. All right, are there any? We're getting calls from guys that are like, trying to, give tips on how to approach women at the gym. No.
Yeah.
All right, I want to hear from women again. Women, is there any instance where you want to be approached when you're working out? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. All right, Sarah, go ahead.
and I just, if you are going to approach, just try not to like insult your form.
Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible pickup line. Hey, your form sucks.
It's quite the icebreaker, though.
I'm not here
Right?
to bench press.
Certainly got my attention.
I'm here to
for sure.
stop talking. I'm trying to hit on you. I'm here to not bench press, but impress you.
Now, are you
Is that a gym line or what?
are you a tight clothes gym workout woman?
I am because I don't know, it feels good, and like obviously you might want to wear tight ones around areas that you don't necessarily want. Like,
Oh my
Now,
God.
do you go to like the supermarket in your workout clothes?
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Because I'm telling you, where do you live? Are you in South Tampa by any chance?
No.
All right, because I'm telling you, when I go to Trader Joe's in South Tampa, and a lot of times I'll go, maybe once a week, because I like some of the vegetables they have, some of the, the English peas and the hybrid cauliflower and
Yeah, we know.
broccoli.
Okay.
So, but I'll go sometimes like 10:30, like after the morning show. I'll hit the Trader Joe's in South Tampa, and I'm telling you, I'll walk in there. Sometimes there are 20 women in the tightest sports bras and yoga pants. It's like it's a workout fashion show in there.
If I were on Swan
Oh, yeah.
selling knockoff Lululemons at the
Trader Joe's parking lot.
entrance to the Trader Joe's,
Yeah.
I'd be rich.
Hey, Sarah, have a great day.
You too, and I just want to say it's not that they don't want you to look; they just don't want you to approach.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, interesting. Thank
Yeah.
Guys, I have an idea for a gym.
Yeah.
You know how they have gym concept, like the hot box
Yeah.
gym?
you. Yeah.
Burqa Fitness. When you go in, you have to wear a burqa, man or woman.
And you only have those
See out
little
of your eyes.
slits. You only have little slits for the eye
Ain't no
hole.
sweat more.
All right. Christine in Newport Richie.
Wait, but
Yes.
before we get to Christine,
Yeah.
I just want to put some of this in perspective because we're getting a ton
Hey,
of text.
Christine, can you hold on a sec?
Sorry, Christine.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay, we're gonna
Roxanne
get
wants to talk. Go
right.
ahead.
So we're getting like one guy hit us up and was like, "How about if they don't dress like hoochie mamas and show their and
All
then
right.
you kind of graphic blah
Well,
blah blah."
I don't know that we need the comments from guys on
no,
any
but
of this.
that's my point. Like, no, it doesn't matter what the woman is wearing. That's not the suggestion of, oh, I want to get hit on or I don't. That's her style. It's style.
This got the guys, for some reason, this got the guys going this morning.
Right.
We couldn't even get women on because all the guys were clogging up our phones for 5 minutes.
Right. So if a woman's dressed really hot at the gym, she might just be in a cute workout outfit and look really good in it, or she might be wanting to get some attention, or she might want someone to come up and talk to her. As a guy, take that upon yourself to put the effort into reading her body language and figuring out the difference.
Now, do you think that a woman should wear the extremely tight lycra and spandex outfits, or do you think women should wear like a regular T-shirt and gym shorts?
I think
Do you have any
can
thoughts?
wear whatever you want to
All right.
to the gym if it's gym, especially if it's gym attire. So your first answer is absolutely appropriate. It's gym attire. It's gonna be tight.
Let me grab Christine. Christine's in Newport Richie. Hey, Christine.
Hi. I was working out in a gym in Michigan. I had just lost 50 pounds, and I was doing really well. And I kept getting accosted by the owner of the place and another female customer.
Oh, that sounds like a party right there.
Should have put the 50 pounds back on.
not of my interest.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, for some
So
maybe,
that
but
was
for
not very,
for you
that
not.
was not welcome.
All right, Christine, thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, Anonymous is in Lutz. Hello, Anonymous. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
That's why I stopped going to the gym, and that's why I quit working out, and now I do pool exercises privately by myself alone when I'm ready to do them.
So you kept getting hit on at the gym.
Yep. I don't mind helping someone, like being a spotter if they're lifting weights, like being helpful that way or directing someone. But in terms of anything else, no thank you.
All right, how often would you work out, and then how many times per workout at the gym would a guy try to hit on you?
Once or twice easily. And it just gets to the point where it's like, I'm over it. Does not make me want to work out.
How are you doing with your pool exercises?
Better.
You feeling toned?
Sounds like you're hitting on her.
Nice.
I'm not hitting on her.
That's what she's trying to get away from.
It's fine. It's MJ. It's fine.
I'm creeping on her. Hey, Anonymous, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks.
All right, Taylor is up next. Taylor, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Doing fine. Go ahead, Taylor.
Yeah, no, I don't think women should have it be told what to wear to the gym. I think wearing the tight-fitted stuff, if that's what they're comfortable, they should wear. And I don't think there's any point where at any point in your workout should a guy come up to you before, after, or during. That's why I don't go to commercial gyms. I go to local, mom and pop gyms.
And do you wear the tight, spandex lycra attire?
Yeah, of course. That's what's in right now. It's trending, and women all over, the shorts and the leggings and the sports bras. I know you brought up the Trader Joe's comment. A lot of the South Tampa women like their Lululemon, so that's what they wear.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm probably going to hit Trader Joe's this morning because I need to get a few things. And I'm going to walk in there, and they're going to be 30 women in tight lycra workout outfits, almost like there's a secret gym in the back of Trader Joe's. Well, that's why the parking problem. That's why the parking and traffic problem is so bad there. Do you know that Trader Joe's spot was supposed to be a gym, and it became a Trader Joe's, which there's no way in hell that supermarket should have been zoned for that residential adjacent area with the traffic problem, that nightmare. I love Trader Joe's, but that should have been built in a whole different spot. Hey, Taylor, thanks for the call. All right, the guys are filtering back in. Dale is in Riverview. Hey, Dale. Oh, it's a female Dale. Oh, it's a Dale. Hey, Dale. Hi. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thanks. I had to stop going to the gym, too, because, first of all, the guys would, always hit on me. But then I started going to the all-girls gym, and the girls would start hitting on me.
It's a lose-lose battle,
I never
Dale.
wore that tight stuff. I always wore baggy shirt, shorts or sweatpants, and it was bad.
Well, apparently it didn't matter what you were wearing. You were attractive to people.
I guess. I don't know. But I tried to tell my one friend that I was a chick magnet. She didn't believe me, and I went there, and some girl started hitting on me in the locker room.
Kind of sound like a chick magnet, Dale.
Thanks, Dale. Have a great one.
Here's the point of all this. If you're attracted to the guy who's hitting on you, then you want to get hit on.
All right, one more call
if you're
on
not,
this.
You don't.
Yeah, well, one more. Yo, really? Yo 11? Yo, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, it's really Ioane, but it's easy to say yo. But anyway, I'm calling on behalf of my wife because she doesn't really want to call. But, I see how women are in the gym, and it's uncomfortable and awkward. And, if I was a woman, I would not want to be there either on a regular basis. You're there on a regular basis, and you have men just being creeps, just watching you. They may not even approach you. They might just sit there and watch you and just wait till you're in some awkward position and come right by you and just.
Ew.
That's just. Like my wife goes to the gym regularly. She's like a gym rat. So she doesn't go to the big gyms because for that reason. Who wants to feel uncomfortable all the damn time, literally every time? There's not a time you don't have men approach you or look your way or just be weird and come and talk to you, old men, young men, doesn't matter, little teenagers. It's just a problem that men view women, unfortunately, as something instead of someone.
Yeah, no, I hear you loud and clear. So how often does your wife get approached at the gym?
All the time. But like I said, a lot of times it's just mainly just looking, observing, watching. You know, you go somewhere as a guy and you were to see other guys just watching you, that would definitely put you off and have to go approach this person and say, what's your problem? Like, but if that's the only thing I can really relate to as a man. But women, it's all the time. So it's got to be, that's why they put these resting bitch faces, because they just don't want to be approached.
Got you loud and clear. Yo, thanks for the call. Give our regards to your wife and tell her don't be afraid to call in herself.
Yeah, tell her we said yo.
So she goes to the local, neighborhood gym instead because of that reason, or people get their own gyms because they don't want to be nonstop harassed. And they wear these tight outfits, and men might say you're just wearing that, and why would you? Of course I'm going to come. But no, they not only wear that for you, for other men, they wear that for themselves. They wear that for other women. They like to look good, feel good,
Got you loud and clear. Yo, thank you, buddy.
All right.
Well, good thing we had all these calls, because none of us have been in a gym in probably 10 years to know what the heck even goes on there.
What are you talking about?
I haven't. Fester, when's the last time you were in a gym? I've been in 10 years.
I have a brother-in-law named Jim, and that's enough for me.
I went yesterday.
Froggy had a slim gym yesterday.
2.
I was at the gym yesterday.
Oh, so that's why you want to know all this.
Nobody hits on him.
Guys, I mentioned what I was doing. I've been doing it for about a month now, and I've been remarkably satisfied. And what I love about the place that I'm going to, I'm like the only one in there. And the other option is like there would be maybe one other person in there. So I mentioned this like a couple of days ago or a week ago.
And he hits on you.
I'm getting a great workout, and I started doing this a month ago. Michelle started doing it maybe a couple of months even before me. Michelle heard about this from a friend, and they said, you got to try this. I work out 2 days a week, and they're half-hour blocks. And you do this very high-intensity workout with these machines that emphasize the negative. So I started doing, and I feel great. I mean, my definition is coming back.
We've been noticing.
I mean, really, in a month, the difference that I already noticed, it's dramatic. I started doing something called X-Force, and they have a location in South Tampa on Kennedy, like right in the La Segunda and Metro Diner shopping plaza, and it's called X-Force. And then they have another location, I think, in Palm Harbor, and they've got these specialized machines that there are very few in the whole country. And I'm getting a killer workout, like a 22, 25-minute workout, and it's about just holding on the negatives. And they call it, 3-1-5, I think, where it's 3 up, hold, and then 5 down. 5, 4, 3. And I did 7 machines yesterday.
How's that go again?
We all got the principles of counting backwards.
And I'm telling you, I'm getting results, and I'm like the only one in there. And it's phenomenal. And you go twice a week.
And the perfect thing is you get to go to La Segunda right afterwards.
No, I
get some guava pastries.
Get a big old Cuban, old pressed Cuban sandwich.
I love La Segunda.
No, I'm not doing that after I work out. Maybe a big plate of pasta about an hour later. No, but I love this place. And I tell you, if you do get a hold of and you do call X-Force, it's X-Force on Kennedy and X-Force in Palm Harbor are their 2 locations.
If you want to go to La Segunda, there's the original near Ybor City, which is great.
It's called the full name is really it's X-Force Body is what it's called. And if you don't like being in a gym with all these guys that are like undressing you with their eyes, then it's like it's only you in there essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe because they've got 2 sides of the room with like 7 machines on each side, and they can, I think, do 2 at a time. But it's great. It's called X-Force Body.
Yeah, ladies, make your appointment for 10:30 on Tuesdays, and only MJ will be in there, and he won't talk to anybody.
Yeah. You won't want to talk to him either.
You'll see his resting bitch face.
I don't do it on Tuesdays. All right, hey, if you haven't seen the wild animal spotting as I approached the studio this morning, the video is up. I mentioned this at 6 o'clock this morning when we came on the air, but I haven't mentioned it since. I saw a coyote just chilling out, lying down in the grass in our parking lot this morning. First of all, I thought it was a deer. I thought it was like a baby, like a doe, a deer, a female deer. So 5:30 this morning, coming into the studio, I pull into the parking lot and I see this animal just in the grass right beyond the parking lot. So I rolled video and I posted it on my Instagram.
Dude, you're lucky this thing didn't attack you.
It ran away. Listen, I don't think it was going to attack me. I knew it was going to run away. So if you want to see the wild coyote that was just hanging out it's like the dingo ate my baby. If you want to see this thing, I shot video. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. It is on my Instagram right now. I shot like a 20-second video, and originally I thought it was like a little deer just sitting in the grass, and then as I approach, I'm like, oh, that's a coyote. And then it looks at me and then gets up, and then even as I'm approaching, it's still looking at me, and then it ran off into the woods. But if you want to see the coyote in the parking lot this morning, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Also, give me a follow, because Michelle and I are heading to Scotland later this week to go see Chloe. So you can follow all of our travels while we're in Scotland this coming weekend and next week. So Certified MJ Radio, give me a follow. That's Certified MJ Radio. And don't forget, follow the morning show site as well, because we do video clips of the day and all kinds of stuff. On Instagram, also follow MJ Morning Show. So MJ Morning Show and Certified MJ Radio, give them both a follow. There is a ton of comments on here. I haven't even gone through the comments yet.
What did we see one morning?
Oh, here's that. Dan says, nope, that's a huge Shih Tzu.
Okay,
it's chupacabra.
Yeah,
it's chupacabra. What were you saying, Fester?
We saw another coyote, remember?
Did we see a coyote? Did we see like a fox one morning when you and I were
We
driving?
saw a fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we saw a fox. Man, I'll tell you, this is like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom out there. I don't know what's going on. You want to hear something crazy? You know the train derailment up in Ohio?
Yeah.
The awful one where people are getting all kinds of
Yeah.
sick?
Yeah. East Palestine. Did they say, we just don't want to say Palestine, so we're going to call it Palestine?
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think that's what happened. It's really like East Palestine, but like, you know what? Let's just change the name because we don't want it to be like Palestine. So we're going to call it Palestine. But they had the terrible train derailment on February 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, where the Norfolk Southern train, which I think I saw the train was a 2-mile long train.
That was a big
That
train. It was
that is
substantial.
unbelievable. 2-mile long train. And they had a number of cars that were filled with chemicals like vinyl chloride. The derailment, the fire, the explosion, and the people say they're getting sick. They're concerned about the soil, the water. I mean, it's a mess. You know, the liability for Norfolk Southern is going to be just insane. But there's a guy by the name of Wade Lovett. And suddenly, Wade Lovett starts sounding like Mickey Mouse.
Like in the middle of the interview?
Yeah, Roxanne, you were about to say what?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I was like, huh?
Yeah, this is an audio
We
format, so you
vocalize?
can say it.
And it's also a format you'd be like, well, I'm still telling the story I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
So
she's right. She's not wrong.
No, this guy apparently had a deep voice, but after the train derailment and all of the chemicals in the air and the smoke, the guy starts sounding like Mickey Mouse.
What?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the what.
Okay. This is weird.
Now, I've got audio.
I wanna hear it.
This wouldn't be a story if I didn't have audio, right? He is being interviewed by a reporter. He's in his car with his wife. Listen to this.
I work in East Palestine at Rural Arena, outside with cars and water, and it's just been like this ever since the train blew up.
It's crazy. What does your voice really sound like, Wade? I know you can't tell us, but is it like that? You sound like Michael Jackson normally?
Lately, I sound like Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
But
he's got a deep, raspy voice. Normally.
That's his wife in the passenger seat. He's got a deep, raspy voice, and then suddenly he sounds like, "Hey, kids, it's me, Mickey Mouse."
Other than that, I just go and get tested and get checked out.
What are they telling you?
My doctor says I most definitely have the chemicals in me. And,
but he has to find a toxologist to get properly...
They keep telling me come up here, but nobody has nothing.
When you say nobody has anything, like there are no doctors in town to be able to help you?
That's what they tell me. I gotta make a phone call and schedule an appointment with somebody.
Oh,
is that crazy?
Yeah.
Is that insane?
Have a mule kick him in the head, see if it goes back.
My God.
What's up with that reporter talking about Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
You sound like Michael Jackson.
That was rude.
He's like, I sound like Mickey Mouse.
It's like the reporter's trying to make things worse.
I know.
The reporter's trying to make the guy feel even worse than he feels already.
Or
You sound like a pedophile, sir.
Yeah, or be, yeah.
But,
Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is it just affecting your voice, Wade, or are you feeling it in other areas of your body?
My chest hurts.
Ride my wiener, you know. Ride my wiener.
Is she asking about sexual performance of
That's
Wade?
what it sounds like.
Okay, what do you...
She goes right to... Are you suffering from ED after the chemical spill, sir?
Froggy, stop doing the voice. I'm trying to play the real...
I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
I'm trying to play the real guy here.
It's affecting my junk.
It's affecting everybody.
He almost sounds like the serial killer in Blackbird.
Yeah, you're obsessed
Love
with
that
him.
guy.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Bring up the audio of Larry Hall from Blackbird. All right? Bring up. Let me know when you have it, Andrew. Would you please?
I'm drowning a little.
He wakes up every morning.
I have a hard time
Yeah.
breathing. I cough up phlegm a lot.
Oh, I can do without that.
But other than that,
And were you in pretty good health, Wade, up until now?
Yeah.
Only a 40-year-old man. That's not very old.
No. But...
Oh, my God. All right, now here's the guy from Blackbird, the Apple TV show. Here, listen.
Well, people bury the dead with all sorts of things they can't use. Watches, shoes, money.
Does it sound the same?
One old gal, she got buried with a solid gold Siamese cat.
I like the other guys
Like a
better.
doorstop, you know? She's dead. What does she need a doorstop for? Or a cat or gold?
Yeah, I want to hear the other guy.
Which one's the serial killer? Which one's the train derailment chemical victim?
Sounds like Wade's gonna kill somebody.
2 squirrels stuck in my Christmas tree. They're named Chip and Dale.
I mean, stop.
We talk all the time.
Man, I just feel bad. I feel awful for Wade Lovett. And I think it's Lyle Lovett's cousin.
John's got to be in the mix.
John Lovett.
Hey, your voice sounds weird.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
John Lovett.
Critic.
John Lovett.
Oh, sorry, that's
the joke doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, it's John Lovett.
John Lovitz.
It's not John Lovett. It's Lovitz.
I think the joke
Lovitz.
works better with it out there.
Oh, man.
Stick to calling Kyle or Lyle or whatever the hell his name is.
Kyle. All right, Fester, this weekend you took your son to a diner at 4 o'clock in the morning?
It was like, I think it was like 5 o'clock by the time we actually got there, but yes.
Fester sends me an email. This was Sunday night, so I didn't get to this yesterday. Fester sends me an email about taking his son, and it's Hudson, right?
Yeah, hello, Hudson. Little boy.
Going to diners in the wee hours of the morning is a long-held and highly honored family tradition at my house. Yeah, because Fester's dad used to take him to the Waffle House at 3 a.m.
Yes.
And would say, son, I want you to see what really happens out there. I'm going to take you to the Waffle House at 3 a.m.
We're going to learn about life. And we would sit in the corner booth and just watch the humanity roll in and roll out. It was amazing.
You sent me an email that said, I did it with my father, and this morning at 4:30 in the morning, my son did it with me.
Yeah.
So you got your son a big stack of pancakes.
Oh, you get there.
What diner did he go to at 4:30 in the morning?
All right, we went to my favorite Tampa Dive diner.
Okay, and?
3 Coins Diner on Nebraska Avenue.
Okay. Oh, Andrew's shaking his head. Andrew, the producer, knows where that is.
3 Coins, open 24 hours.
Okay.
And we go there.
Right.
And I get the hungry man breakfast, and he gets a stack of pancakes. And they're delicious. He motors right through them.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the meal, we're sitting there kind of talking back and forth. And, he's friendly with the waitress, and she was wonderful. And Hudson looks, he goes, Daddy, my stomach doesn't feel well.
Oh, no.
And he does a really good job of relaying this information to me exactly 40 seconds before something's about to happen. So I have time. I'm like, you don't feel well, like your stomach's upset, or you don't feel like you're going to be sick? He's like, I'm going to be sick. So I just point to the door. I'm like, get out of the restaurant. Walk out of the restaurant.
At 4:30 in the morning off Nebraska.
So now it's
good place for a 6-year-old.
Now it's like 6:15 in the morning. It's still dark outside.
Okay, all right.
Still dark, but we left.
How long were you in there?
I mean, we left. He woke up at 4:30. We were in the car by 5.
Gotcha.
We were there for an hour.
All right.
So I'm like, okay, get out. Walk out the door, right? So I told the waitress, hey, we're gonna be right back. I mean, I'm not running.
I'm
on my
not dining
bill.
and dashing
Right.
here.
And
he runs out the front door, and like within seconds.
Again?
Like at the entryway?
But at the entryway of the door, still restaurant.
So Fester sends me a picture of it.
It's not like he made it to the potted plant.
Let me pass this along.
Okay.
Look at this. Fester sent me a picture of his son, 6-year-old.
So much.
So much.
Let me see.
It's a triple stack.
Show me on your phone. Show me on your phone.
So
Look at little hoodie.
Fester sends me the picture of his son with just the pile of returned pancakes right in front of the front door.
And I'm like,
There's so much
that's
circumference.
awful.
I'm like, dude, you couldn't walk 5 more steps up.
It's like he returned it to the original pancake batter form.
Oh, you're so right. That's still a little chunky.
I felt so bad paying for it. Like, it's right here. Oh, crap.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, Hudson, you got to walk away from the door. And then, luckily, it's, 6:15 on a Sunday. It's not the busiest
But
time.
wait a minute. But who cleaned it up?
So I come back inside the restaurant, right?
I need a bucket of water.
That's the first thing I told them.
Give me a bucket. I got to throw water on this thing.
That's exactly
and
what they did.
Move the pile of returned pancakes
sawdust.
from your front door area.
There was another old man in there. He's like, pancakes not agreeing with the boy. I'm like, no, they aren't. And the waitress filled up like a 5-gallon bucket
Of
in the
water.
back, and she brought. And then the other man helped. He carried it out. I held the door. Hudson backed up, and he just threw the water on the concrete and cleaned it up.
You know what? It is crazy. My daughter's thrown up in public like 1 or 2 times, and like it's so voluminous. But, like as
Where did your daughter throw up twice in public?
In Aspen.
In hoity-toity Aspen?
Hoity-toity Aspen. But
Did he
no,
vomit on Derek Jeter's wife?
No, we pulled her to the side and she missed her. But to Fester's point, like Hudson had how do these kids have so much in their stomach? Because as an adult,
Didn't he
I
shut
feel like
down
we
a
don't.
cruise pool last time he
He threw up in the Carnival Cruise pool. Yeah, he ingested some salt water.
That's right. Your kid threw up in the Carnival Cruise. Did your kid just vomit on demand?
This kid has a.
Did your kid have projectile vomit syndrome?
He has a quick trigger. This boy.
It's like that old crate call.
Typically, it's PPV, pay-per-view.
No.
This is pay-per-vomit with Fester's.
This is just too
Listen,
much.
Hudson will give you a 45-second notice. He goes, I don't feel well. And it's time to do something, man. I'll put the picture up on our Facebook page for people to be disgusted by.
Are you really going to put the picture up? I was disgusted when you sent it
I
to
thought
me.
you'd put it on your Instagram.
I don't think-
People would click it.
Put a big smiley face over
I
it.
sent it to you to exploit.
You want me to put this? You want me to put your kid vomiting at the 3 Coins Diner?
I'm going to say no on that.
I sent you the
I'm gonna say
picture.
no.
I mean, big deal. I mean, the kid's a little chunder from down under all over the front of the
When
3
we
Coins
get
Diner.
back, we got another long chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Back in a few minutes. A hairdresser says that she knows what color hair men like best and has different responses for different colors of hair and what really happens in the real world with the different hair colors that women have. So a professional hairdresser is going to give us some tips in just a second. So I got those. Did you see that kissing machine?
Ooh, what's that?
My God. It is bizarre. We've got a lot of stuff. We probably should also unbox an MJ Morning Show mystery merch item because we're all piled up over here. So we should probably do one of those next. Hold on, we're back in minutes. And everyone is texting me, all the people that know me, even my wife. Hey, was the coyote this morning Wile-E?
Hysterical.
Another friend of mine texted me, hey, did the coyote have Acme rocket power roller skates?
So they stole all of our jokes.
Yeah,
from this morning.
apparently so. All right, so if you haven't seen the coyote that I stumbled across in our parking lot this morning, a coyote The video is up on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And feel free to give me a follow while you're there. Certified MJ Radio, give me a follow. When we get back, we got a half an hour or so. Nonstop MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. Stand by. If you're... Show on Q105, MJ and a crew, a few minutes before 9 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, and a lot to go. About an hour left on the show, a little less than an hour left on the program. And again, when you get into your office, if you're still driving, make sure you take us in with you. Listen longer to the MJ Morning Show for more quality entertainment. Because if you like what you hear when you're listening, imagine what you're missing. Especially, we do so much in the 9 o'clock hour. Take us in with you. If you don't have a conventional radio where you're going, use your smartphone. Make sure you have the Odyssey app, Audacy, the TuneIn app, or the iHeart app. Make sure you have that. Or the My Q105 app. Go get the My. And you can listen live. Just type in Q105 Tampa, search that, and you can listen to us live on your phone. And you don't miss a beat wherever you go. All right, so that's another way to continue to listen to the MJ Morning Show when you get out of your, conventional listening habit, like maybe in your car driving. Let us lightning round a bunch of things here. First of all, were you raising your hand?
I was. I just want to say...
Just bust in.
Okay, I just want to say thank you to all the texters who sent me birthday messages yesterday.
Yep.
I'm so behind on texting right now. I'm trying to get to everybody. I'm still answering, right now I'm at 7:30 yesterday, answering texts about microfleeing, which is a special segment we did yesterday. And I can't even, I
don't
can't
know that
catch
we
up.
need to get back to every text, though. I mean, every text shouldn't get a response if, we're a day later.
You know what's happening, though?
Text
But
does.
this is indicative. We get, I would say, 100 times more texts than phone calls. And when we go to phones, our phones are loaded. So we get phone calls all morning, but our texts, it's what's happening, I think, with humanity in general, that people are not placing phone calls, especially younger generation. Younger millennials and certainly Generation Z are not actually using their speaking skills, their communication skills, the intercommunicative skills that humans have. And talking, having a conversation, and so much has gone to texting where people just don't talk to people anymore. You text.
But do you ever think about what the next generation of, you think of all the salesmen in the world, when you have to talk face to face with somebody?
It's going to be grunting or something. Or just in the future, you're just going to send your thoughts telepathically to their brain.
Yeah, just buy it off Amazon.
My
Have
God.
that AI thing talk for me.
No, but seriously, the amount of texts we get, it is 100 times the number of phone calls that we get now.
You know what made me really sad the other day is my daughter said to me, she goes, you know what's weird, Mom? Did you ever notice in movies and TV, the adults don't have their phones? Because in real life, adults just start carrying their phone all the time.
And you're buried in your phone and not paying attention to your kids?
Yeah.
You're a neglectful mother?
No, I'm not. I try not to
Was your kid unsupervised when she broke her arm yesterday?
Did you listen to my story?
Right. It happened at dance class.
Yeah.
Well, then I'd have to ask, what the hell are you doing at dance class? Where's the supervision at dance class?
These things happen.
Do you need the phone number for Kemp Rouge and Green?
No, I absolutely do
not. Your dance accident team?
Yes.
Kemp Rouge and Green, your kitty's
pirouette
dance.
For you. They'll do it all.
Broke her little wing.
Did your kid have a pirouette problem? A dancing disaster? Call Kemp Rouge and Green. Now, so if you didn't hear about this earlier this morning, Roxanne's daughter apparently broke her arm at dance class. Do you have any idea how this happened?
It's all a mystery. I'm trying to put it together.
Hold on, you don't know? The dance class didn't say how your daughter broke her arm?
She said she did put it behind her. She was on the ground. She leaned back.
What's that movie where they're arm wrestling and the guy snaps the guy's arm in half? Well, which movie?
Was that Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone?
I don't know. Was it
Something
over
like
the top?
that.
You broke your
But
arm.
Roxanne, I think I'd want to know what the hell is going on at your kid's dance school if she broke her arm.
I was there after, then Doug went up there by himself. It's nothing that they did wrong.
You need to hire a private investigator. I'm telling you, you got a lawsuit here.
Stop.
It's an accident. That's kids hurt themselves. You don't even know how it happens. Now I'm down a rabbit hole of kids who break their arm and parents don't even know.
Yeah.
Kemp Rouge and Green, your kiddy's dance accident team. We got to get them on the case because I'm sure they can probably find all kinds of problems in that place. Set her up with a little.
No,
set her
it's
up
a
with
wonderful, happy place.
Set her up with like a $4 million bank account when she's 5 years old, with all the negligence going on in there.
It's starting to sound.
What do they have? Glass on the floor at the dance school as well?
That's right.
They've got tacks and glass.
It's like an obstacle course.
What's going on? How does your daughter break her arm? And you have no clue?
That's why we don't entirely know if it's a broken arm yet or if it's a big growth platelet and a sprained wrist.
Okay.
So anyways,
so Roxanne went to an emergency care last night, and I guess the x-ray was inconclusive, but it might be broken because she's in extreme pain. So you got to go to like a real radiologist.
I'm going to ortho today.
You going to go to Florida Orthopedic, or where are you going?
I'm going to start making calls as soon on the next break.
Well, do you want me to get you in? I'll get you in at the Florida Orthopedic if you want.
I so appreciate that. So we'll talk during the next break.
All right, fantastic.
She doesn't need your help.
I mean, she's Roxanne Wilder. She calls any place and gets in.
That's right.
No. It's true, isn't it, Rox?
No.
Yeah.
No, I need to drop Besters. I need to drop your name.
It's true. I've called places and said I was Roxanne Wilder.
All right,
They got me in.
It's Roxanne Wilder.
All right, can I get in here now?
Yeah, or not.
All right. A hairdresser says that she's had all the different hair colors. So this is a professional hairdresser, and says that she's had all different colors, but there's one color men like the most. And there's some interesting observations here. Your mileage may vary, but I think it's interesting what she says. She's a hairstylist, and she said, her name is Sarah, by the way, and Sarah went kind of viral with her video online, and she explains that she's had virtually every different hair color, and she has an interesting view because she's had every hair color, but she's also a hairdresser. So
every hair color?
Every
Like she had salmon-colored hair? Okay, let's not get crazy.
You want to talk about a sexy color?
Tell you what. Let's go to Lou's Sherwin-Williams location and look at all the chip chart of all the different colors.
Snow White, Dove Gray,
mix up
satin
a really
black.
So are you going to say, has she had every one of these colors?
Yeah, I mean, let's not even think about all the upcharge colors.
Do you know how many greens there are, MJ? It's amazing.
The Sherwin-Williams color palette. She says when she was blonde.
I was just going to, can I guess?
Yes.
Blonde.
Good guess. She says when she was blonde, it was the most male attention that she ever got.
Well,
it seems a bit cliche, though. You know,
yeah, the blondes have more fun.
For me, though, I've never been really. For me, it's always been the person, but I've never gone after a particular hair color. It's kind of the whole package. It's just the way they look. It's the personality. Because listen, I've known some very attractive women that their personalities were like masking tape. I mean, it was just, there was no personality. I couldn't deal. Even if they were the hottest woman in the world, if she was a supermodel quality.
Oh, I was confused. I thought you meant you knew women who were like so ugly, but their personality was so great it was like masking tape and covered the ugly face.
No. I was just trying to come up with an inanimate object. What I'm saying is, tape them up like the mummy? What is the matter with you, Roxanne?
I didn't know what you meant by that.
I'm just saying that you might have the most attractive woman, but if they don't have a personality, suddenly I become unattracted.
Right.
You got to be very attractive and also have a good personality.
Oh, you have.
That's important. Anyway, she says, the hairdresser says that when she was a blonde, she got the most male attention ever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. You always get a lot of looks when you're blonde.
This isn't breaking news. If she would have come out with purple, I think I'd be listening.
Hang on, the additional information. Why don't you clam it up there, tough guy?
Clam it up, Kool-Aid.
Or let's get to it, tougher guy.
Fester does look like a giant red Kool-Aid picture today.
Speaking of that.
Listen, if you go to our Facebook page, MJ, I put a side-by-side comparison of myself and Kool-Aid.
It's uncanny.
It's nuts.
You can't tell the difference?
Go to it. MJ Morning Show. If you don't follow us on Facebook, please do.
Yeah, so it's the MJ Morning Show. Oh, my God. You even have red Crocs on.
I mean, I'm really
oh, my God.
Kool-Aided out.
And he has a red hat.
If you don't follow our Facebook page, Fester maintains the Facebook page. And it's MJ Morning Show. You'll see the MJ Morning Show logo. Follow us on Facebook, MJ Morning Show. And Fester posted him next to the Kool-Aid picture, and I can't tell the difference. Which one is you? Which one's the picture? I can't. Hey, Kool-Aid! I can't tell the difference.
Froggy snapped a picture of me. I didn't know he was taking my picture, but he sent it to me.
There is more, though. Ladies and gentlemen, there's more to the hair thing. Because this is where it gets interesting. So quit poo-pooing the story. Oh, big shocker. Blondes are attracting more guys.
Drop your
Now,
bomb.
is it a style?
Here it
Is it a
is.
style, too?
There's a catch to this. She says that when she was blonde, it also attracted the least quality men. That the lowest quality men were flocking to her. So she got the most attention
Well, now this all just sounds judgy.
from the least quality men. And then she even says that a lot of the guys that approached her or were attracted to her when she was blonde, that she calls them a-holes.
What?
And claim they treated her like a kid.
This study's weird.
She said, I felt like with blonde hair, I got looked down on by a lot of men. And a lot like really stinky, gross men thought that they could take advantage of me.
Hey, get over here.
And being blonde was not good with the men. All right, let's see here. Then she says brunette. She says as a brunette, she still gets a lot of male attention, nowhere near as much as she had when she was blonde, but apparently the quality of the man increased. Now, what about red hair?
Yes, short, curly red hair.
Yes, really short.
So hot.
Sarah is rocking the red hair right now, and Sarah, the hairdresser, says that she doesn't get nearly as much negative attention from men as she did when she was blonde. She would say she gets a little more attention as a redhead than a brunette, but here's the kicker.
People think you're crazy.
Only midgets like redheads.
No, that's not true.
Nobody asks about your soul.
What are you saying? No.
Is it true that if you have red hair, you have a disease?
No.
What are you saying? No,
I thought I heard that.
It's a genetic mutation.
Maybe that's what I meant.
No, but also people with red hair also have a higher pain threshold. I've always heard that.
You want to test that out with me and you slap contest?
No.
Okay.
You know, because I have there's red hair in my family. Like my beard. Remember when before my beard turned more gray? I had my hair's always been brown, but blonde as a kid. Then it got darker as I got older. But like my beard, I have a little red in my beard.
Yeah, you did.
So I absolutely some red in my beard, red and brown kind of mix.
Carrot beard.
But there is like some red in our family, like on one of my grandmother's side down the line. So I got a little bit of red hair, I think there, but not my hair, but like my beard hair was a little bit red. But this woman said that here's the deal with the red hair, that the highest quality dudes paid attention to her with the red hair. So with red hair, the quality of the men that she got was impeccable.
So were these the same men that were in love with Tawny Katane when she was on the hood of that car?
Oh,
maybe.
Red hair is hot.
So this hairdresser says that she met the love of her life when she had red hair. And the quality of men was dramatically better with red hair, which she actually is sporting right now. But apparently she's bounced all over the place. Blonde, brunette, redhead.
That's not good for your roots.
What happens, though, with the crazy colors? You see so many women today with purple hair or green hair, blue hair.
I mean, whatever you want.
Drives
do
me
it.
wild,
Do it.
baby.
You know,
yeah.
the big thing is I went to a specialist. This is awesome. You guys should all do it. And they
Specialist for what?
They do your colors.
Right.
And they tell you what colors you look best in. And they put all these swatches on you, and it's very relaxing.
I don't like swatches.
No,
I had one of those watches.
Yeah, I never really liked the swatch.
Color swatches.
I found them kind of flimsy. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And they'll tell you like if you're winter or spring or summer or fall, and then they give you a palette of colors. You should always go shopping with those.
Jesus.
You should only ever buy colors that match your palette. And then the lady who did it to me, her name's Lisa. She's amazing, and she was like, "You really would look best with red hair." So
I can't believe you gave us the real name of the woman.
Yes,
Would
that's
you
her real
get
name.
your... Oh, you didn't make up a name?
I know.
No,
that's the most
that's her real-
shocking
yeah.
part.
I have heard about that. But how the hell do they figure out your season? How do they figure out if you're a winter, a fall?
It's an art. I mean, I can show you videos. Like your face will just pop in certain ways when you have good colors on. Your black circles under your eyes go away. Your cheeks are less ruddy or more olive or whatever they're supposed to be.
Would you get red hair?
I've had red hair before.
When?
I've had every color
She's
hair.
had a whole life before we've known her, you know.
I think, you know what?
You've only known me post-children.
You know what?
Post-children, I don't have time to color my hair.
I think you need to mix things up.
Get one side white, one side black, like a black and white cookie.
I think you need to get. I want to see you with red hair.
I love a black and white cookie.
I think you need to get. Oh no, Pippi Longstocking red, or like the Wendy's, the Wendy's
red.
Dave Thomas's daughter Wendy.
You mean Wendy from Wendy's?
Wendy from Wendy's, like red hair.
Red hair.
Maybe that's the assignment during our little spring break here.
Yeah, you ought to go. You ought to come in and surprise us with red hair, Roxanne with red hair.
And then
come on, shake things up a little bit.
What are you talking about? You wear the same clothes every day.
Yeah, right?
I do. I'm the Fred Flintstone of radio.
Shake things up a little bit for your enjoyment. What are you, Matt Lauer?
What do we need, a spark in the room in here?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I have some good news. It looks like the publisher is backtracking, and they're not going to take all of the original Roald Dahl words out of the Roald Dahl books.
You keep saying rolled. I always thought it was rolled.
Roald. R-O-A-L-D. Roald Dahl.
Roald.
It's not Roald.
Dumb name.
It's Roald Dahl.
Take the E out.
The author, Matilda, James and the Giant Peach,
Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie
Factory.
and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. And of course, the news broke a couple of weeks ago that there was this whole new woke movement, and the publisher was going to rewrite all of his classic works and take offensive things like fat, ugly, crazy, out of
monstrous.
Yeah, take these words out of the books and rewrite the guy's amazing works of literature. And it's like, what are you doing? Anyway, massive backlash. And now the publisher of the Roald Dahl book said it will still publish what they're calling the uncensored versions. Why are we? Why?
What's the point?
I mean, you got to be kidding me! But they are going to do. They're going to do like the woke versions, but they will also have the original unscrewed with works. And then you know what's going on with James Bond, right?
The new James Bond is going to be a different race.
James Bond book scrubbed by sensitivity experts ahead of the 70th anniversary.
What?
Of now, I'll tell you what, guys, look at me. Hands in the air. Everyone's hands in the air.
Okay.
Hands in the air. Now. Hands in the air. Fester, hands in the air.
Mine are up like I just don't care.
Hands in the air. Seriously. Who wrote James Bond?
I know.
Yes, Fester.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
No. Stop.
I know.
No, come on.
Sean
I was going to do a Sherlock Holmes.
No, it's not Sean Connery. Nobody knows in here who wrote James Bond.
I was going to say Arthur Conan Doyle.
Come on. You're telling me nobody in this room knows the author of the original James Bond series. Come on.
It was...
You've got to be kidding me. Roxanne, Fester,
No.
Froggy, you guys thought it was Arthur Conan Doyle?
Arthur Conan Doyle, some of the greatest British
Yeah, what did he
literature.
write?
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, all right.
Jeez. Come on,
All right,
guys.
Sherlock.
Nobody knows.
James Bond, I didn't even know it was a book.
What? You going to say Pierce Brosnan?
Yes.
No. You're saying actors in James Bond movies. Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan,
Tom
Roger
Cruise?
Moore. What are you saying?
Who's that British guy?
Daniel, what's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, Daniel Day-Lewis is not
Abraham Lincoln.
No. And who's Daniel Craig?
Yeah, that's right.
No. I can't believe you guys have no idea.
Oh.
Andrew, our producer, apparently knows it is
Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming.
Never
Come on,
would've gotten
guys.
Said that nerd knew.
Ian.
Froggy, stop it.
He did too.
I mean, we're only here to make jokes.
Ian Fleming's James Bond books have been rewritten with modern audiences in mind, with so-called sensitivity experts removing a number of racial references and other references. Come on. I mean,
Okay.
You have to keep history and literature. You got to keep things the way they were. Even if things are not appropriate today, you recognize that it is older writing.
Yes.
You don't alter things.
We shall change Octopussy to Sea Cat.
Wait.
Octopi.
Octocooter cat.
We will. Sir, I think you're going backwards with that name, sir. Sir, I don't know if that's the way way we should be going.
All right.
All right, yes.
I mean, now they're
What are they doing? Like, are they sanitizing the women in it?
They're
Making
gonna,
them like, what are they
apparently,
doing?
they're going to sanitize James Bond Ian Fleming books now.
Okay.
What's next? The Great Gatsby?
Have
And
you
Live and
guys-
Let Die was very stereotypical. They used a lot of stereotypes in that movie.
I love that song.
Yeah, but that's, yeah.
You like the original Paul McCartney version, or you like the Guns N' Roses version?
Oh, Paulie Mac all the way.
Yeah.
I've
Hey, is
never
there Guns N' Roses? Do we have Live and Let Die Guns N' Roses, roses in
I've
the
never
system?
seen one James Bond movie.
Are
Ever.
you kidding me?
No, not
Michelle,
one.
I talked about this.
The closest thing is Austin Powers.
Back when just after we got back, when we returned to the MJ Morning Show in October of 2020,
they look stupid.
middle of COVID, Michelle said, we ought to watch all the James Bond movies in order.
Why?
Michelle went online, and I think it was on Amazon. She found a box set with every James Bond movie, Blu-ray, and the thing was like $74. I thought it was a really good deal. Every single James Bond movie in this one weird Bond movie that is not there's some kind of deal where one movie was done outside of the normal production company. But we watched that one streaming. So we watched every single James Bond movie.
Cool.
And you haven't seen one?
They look stupid.
What's the matter with you? And that's crazy. Speaking of movies,
yes,
Cocaine Bear was number one at the box office last week, and we talked about that yesterday.
Yes.
Cocaine Bear, number one at the box office. Guess what's coming out apparently this summer?
Oh my God! Tell me my Meth Monkey idea is coming out,
dude. You're close. It is meth.
Meth Manatee.
You're very close.
Meth Moose.
I think it's going to be the Meth Shark.
Hold on. How do you go from Meth Manatee, and I say you're close, to Meth Moose?
It has to be a
because
shark.
it's bigger than a monkey.
Okay, Roxanne's going.
I was going by size.
Roxanne's going down the M path. Froggy said monkey, she said manatee, then she backed it up with moose because she's focused on her alliteration, as opposed to sea creatures, where I would say something maybe like meth alligator.
But that doesn't even sound interesting.
Yes, it's Meth Gator is coming this summer.
Shut up, really?
Yes.
Well,
I'm going to see that.
That is correct.
He said manatee, the sea cow, which is fairly indigenous to Florida, right? I mean, it's
indigenous to your family.
The company behind the Sharknado movies. You know Sharknado?
Which were great movies.
The company behind Sharknado is doing Meth Gator.
See, that's the kind of company that needs to do movies like Bear or whatever, Cocaine Bear. Meth Gator is going to be awesome.
What other drugs could we put in animals and make movies about?
Oh my God.
Meth.
Fentanyl ferret.
The Adventures of a Meth-Addled Alligator are coming this summer.
It's just
the name of the movie is Attack of the Meth Gator.
Dude, what about the gator's teeth?
Oh yeah, if the
Yeah.
gator's all frigged up on meth, maybe the teeth are all busted out and gone. And does the gator have like scabs and sores? Scabs and
the
sores.
gator's like twitching and breaks into houses and
Exactly.
takes all the electric wiring out of it.
All twitchy.
All the copper.
Stealing the copper.
Yes.
Selling the copper for meth for the next score.
So what does he find? Like one of those square groupers of drugs and eats it?
My God. Meth Gator is a project by the Asylum, the independent film company and distributor responsible for introducing the world to Sharknado movies.
There's another one coming out, a new one.
What's that?
Sharknado like 6.
Really?
Is it really?
Is Meth Gator based on a book that's going to be banned 20 years from now?
Guess what they're doing after Meth Gator?
What?
Heroin Hamster.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
Yeah. What do you
Starring
think?
who?
Who's the lead actor on that one?
And then Angel Dust Aardvark.
Right, go back to Heroin Hamster.
Who's the star?
Who's the male lead on that
Who's
one?
the lead?
Who's the male?
In Heroin Hamster?
Who's the top billing actor on Heroin Hamster?
Alec Baldwin.
No.
I don't know who.
Older actor.
No, we know.
I don't know who.
I don't know.
Put that to bed.
Maybe somebody is Heroin Hamster related to gerbils?
Oh, will you stop? Come on.
I want to see Crack Crocodile.
There's already an alligator.
No, Crocodile. Crocodile.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. The crocodile gets a whole bale of crack, a whole bunch of crack, eats it, and becomes crocodile.
I want to see the crocodile fight the gator.
Oh my God.
The meth gator.
Set on the scene of Yellowstone, Oxy Ox.
How about heroin hippo.
Yes.
Hungry, huh?
No, I already have heroin hamster.
Well,
why do you use heroin too? A hippo's more likely to do it anyway.
The hippo eats a hamster full of heroin, and it just goes out of
Anyway,
control.
seriously, all kidding aside, meth alligator is coming this summer.
No. Oh, yeah, meth gator.
Meth gator's coming.
Dude, Viagra Viper, and it's just like stiff the whole thing.
He's not going to get much done.
The snake can't move.
That sounds like a great movie.
Pick him up like a bat.
All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show's next. We have to get into this kissing machine. There's all kinds of stuff.
That looks so creepy. I Googled it.
Oh, and then we got, it's
awful.
It is the creepiest thing. If you don't know about this new kissing machine, from the folks that brought us COVID-19, now they've got a kissing machine. Seriously. Hang on, you got to hear this next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. MJ Morning Show on Q105. I get knocked down, I get up again. Is that what your daughter said after she broke her arm at dance class last night?
Yeah,
what the
she
hell?
did.
By the way, I'm gonna be pretty close to the land of Chumbawamba on Friday morning. Yeah, doing the red eye from JFK over to the UK. We're going to Scotland to go visit Chloe next week. This weekend and next week. But, Chumbawamba, they were a British rock band. I guess I'm going to be in Scotland. I can maybe see if I can hook up with the Proclaimers. I would walk 500 miles and I would,
You gotta stop. You gotta stop singing on the show.
You don't like Froggy.
You're horrible.
Froggy doesn't like it.
You do it every day.
You want to hear something and see something very cruel?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want.
In front of me right now, I am holding the 3-pound bag of Haribo Happy Cola Gummy Colas that a listener sent in with mystery merch.
Yeah.
I'm holding this gigantic 3-pound bag of just, I'm feeling them. It's like just gummy deliciousness.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing with my old Stretch Armstrong doll. Did anyone ever have one of those?
Yeah, I had a Stretch Armstrong.
I had a Stretch Armstrong. And man, but I can't even put one gummy in my mouth. Why?
Because you broke your arm.
No.
What? Oh.
Because you're on that dumb diet.
No, I'm fasting because I get blood work done today. So I stopped eating at like 8 o'clock last night. And,
when I get blood work, I just eat normal. I usually have a nice plate of chicken, fried chicken, the night before. They say it doesn't affect it.
No, if you eat, it'll jack up your blood sugar. Like if I start chopping on these gummy colas, it's going to juice up my...
But that's what you normally would do. Don't you want to know what your things would be normally?
But they're going to think I'm all diabetic or something.
It's like me. I stopped drinking for like a month before I go to the doctor. Went to think I'm nice and clean.
Anyway, man, they smell so good. Fester ripped open. The 3-pound bag was closed until Fester ripped it open. Here.
Yeah, I ripped it open.
Hang on.
Here, Froggy's going to take care of a couple of pounds right now.
Come on, let me have the bag.
Give the bag.
I'm not giving you the bag.
All right.
You're going to do something.
Wait, what's he going to do? Eat them?
No.
I was going to sneeze in it.
He's going to, that's something Froggy would do. MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 936. The final segment of the day on a very, very busy program. What was that? Oh, yeah, mystery. We're going to open up a mystery merch. Andrew's just reminding me. We will open up a mystery merch. The gummies were sent by a listener. Mystery merch.
These are great.
People just send us packages, and we unbox right on the air to see what the hell's in the box.
Yeah, it's a real shame you're getting blood work done because these are super delicious.
Very so yummy.
They're gummy.
Hold on. Are you eating them out of Froggy's hand?
No,
out of my hand, then Fester's hand, then her.
I didn't know that. I thought they just...
How do you think you got them?
We all fingered those bottles before you ate them.
I didn't touch them. I dumped them into Froggy's hands, then they went to Fester's hands, and now to Roxanne's mouth.
Well, my immune system has just been strengthened that much.
Or you caught something.
Now, this kissing machine thing is just, I'm sorry.
Won't get any germs that way, though, but it is weird.
From the country that gave us COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen, now we have the Chinese kissing machine developed by a college student. And I don't know why this is making news now. Apparently the kid developed this back in 2019, but it is you can remote kiss.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, God. Zhang Zhangli, a man in a long-distance relationship with his girlfriend, found it difficult to maintain intimacy while being apart. Due to the distance, their communication was limited to phone calls only. That's when Zhangli came up with the innovative solution to overcome the challenges faced by long-distance couples, and he invented a device that would allow couples to share virtual intimate moments. The result is his efforts is a device that has created this.
Guys, can I say something here?
This looks really weird.
Yeah, it just looks like a fleshlight.
You know what those
are?
Are
you going to dump me?
The Big Bang Theory did this.
How do you know what that is?
I found one of those on the beach one time.
How do you know, Roxanne, how do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's a rare item for you to know.
Or not, Froggy. You don't know rocks.
Have you had experience with one of those?
Does Doug have one?
One.
Big Bang Theory did this. They ripped it off from Big Bang Theory. That show
You know what?
did this.
Andrew said that to me as well.
Yeah. That show did the same thing.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear that this guy invented this in 2019. And what it is, it's this bizarre-looking device that has like a human mouth and lips.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the show.
And you're supposed to kiss this, and then it's hooked up to the internet, and then the lips of the other person, then their movements, their lips and tongue, then I guess are sent to the device that you're kissing. So it's more of a.
So you both have to kiss your silicone droid at the same
So
time?
you kiss it at the same time, and then each individual unit gets the responses from the other side, and that's the kissing device.
Gosh.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory did this in 2011.
Oh my God! So why isn't that being mentioned in all the stories?
Why they don't do their research?
Yeah, why every story? Gizmodo. Hold on, let me see if Gizmodo mentioned this. No, it's just about this Chinese guy with this patent. This Chinese dude, 2019, he applied for the patent. This was apparently a Big Bang TV episode segment in 2011.
Okay, it was fake. It took him 8 years to make it to patent level.
It doesn't, but they have the concept. The idea was on the TV show. This guy didn't invent this. This guy ripped this thing off. He was probably watching Big Bang with the horrible dubbed in Chinese.
Yeah, so they're stealing information from us from TikTok, all our ideas from TikTok, and the Big Bang Theory.
Andrew, didn't in Big Bang Theory he used it for another reason and it got stuck, or was that another episode?
That was a hand.
Oh, that was the robot hand
Yes.
episode.
You know, I never really watched Big Bang Theory. I think
it's so funny.
I think I might have seen a total of maybe 6 minutes of the Big Bang Theory.
I don't know if I've seen that. I missed the entire run.
Yeah.
People love
I've seen
it.
every.
Guess
Me
what?
and Kim watch it every night.
Everyone says they love Big Bang Theory. I've never seen any of it.
It's fantastic.
And then the other one that people say that we got to watch is Modern Family. I've only seen like scattered little pieces of Modern Family.
Young Sheldon's good as well.
Yeah, I'm familiar with all the characters in Modern Family, so I know that I've seen little bits and pieces with Sofia Vergara and
Ed O'Neill.
Ed Bundy guy. What was his name?
O'Neill?
Ed Bundy?
No, Bundy. What?
Al Bundy?
Al Bundy
Al
was
Bundy.
Ed O'Neill.
Or
I know.
Ted Bundy.
That's what I'm saying. Not Ted Bundy. Al Bundy. I know that I've seen all the individual actors
Yeah,
in
that one's
various
funny.
scenes, but I don't know if I've ever seen a whole episode of Modern Family. And people swear by that as well. But this kissing device is the most bizarre looking thing. It's getting a lot of attention in the last 24 hours.
That's just like, how could that even be remotely as enjoyable as a human mouth?
It's long distance relationships, Rox.
Think of all the things you could do with it.
Like
I've
what?
got some bad news. If you're a Joe Exotic fan, I've got some bad news.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you hear it on the news, I'm going to tell you myself. About an hour ago, we had an incident where one of the employees stuck their arm through the cage and a tiger tore her arm off. I can give you your money back, or I can give you a rain check. Why don't you come back at another date?
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
He says it's so matter of fact.
I know.
Yeah, that's some bedside manner.
The women are in the gift shop looking at tiger mugs and little, little kitty like keychains with tigers on it and their names on it.
How's he doing in jail?
Well, that's why I'm bringing this up.
Oh no.
Joe Exotic's doctors think that he has bladder cancer and that he's refusing treatment. So if he has bladder cancer, I mean, I don't know how long Joe Exotic has, and if he's refusing treatment, I guess that's his prerogative.
I guess the question is, will he ever physically recover from this?
Well, I don't think so, because he had prostate cancer, and they're saying that his prostate cancer has now spread to his bladder.
Oh, poor Joe.
As he remains in prison. Remember, he was hoping that Joe Biden was going to... Was it Trump?
It was Trump.
Oh, that's
he
right.
was hoping Trump would let him pardon
He was
him.
hoping that Trump was going to pardon him. Is he in federal prison, though? I think he's in federal lockup, yeah, because Trump or Biden, a president cannot... pardon somebody from a state sentence. You can get a federal pardon, but it's not going to take care of a state sentence. So, let's see. Yeah, that's about it. But they think that now his cancer is metastasizing, and it's too bad.
Free Joe Exotic.
Yeah. We have got a couple of TV theme songs we've got to play here, folks. because of associated content. The first one is this.
Oh, dude.
Just a good old boy.
She'll love this show.
Never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
That's Waylon Jennings right there.
3-year-old birthday party.
Listen to this. One of the Dukes of Hazzard cars has been wrecked in a car wreck. I had no idea they made this many of this car.
I think there's like 150
Dude,
of them.
no, they made 300 and something of these cars.
Okay, yeah, I read a whole thing about these vehicles.
Holy
Back in the day they made them?
Back
Yeah.
in the day they made them. They smashed a bunch of them.
There were 309 General Lees built for the original Dukes of Hazzard series. They had 309 of those cars that were made.
Gosh, that show was awesome.
Specifically for the Dukes of Hazzard. Well, one of the cars has been totaled, is really messed up. One of the historic vehicles was involved in a single vehicle crash in Missouri in Taney County. According to a Facebook post from the Western Taney County Fire Protection District, the car was a General Lee, an iconic Dodge Charger used in the TV show Dukes of Hazzard. 2 people in the vehicle were evaluated, transported to a local hospital. Apparently, they ran off the highway into a ditch. The car is all bashed up. The whole front end, it's all just smashed. It looks like it's totaled.
It is.
I think this car is absolutely totaled, and this was one of the General Lees that was produced for the TV show, and now it's been completely destroyed in a car accident.
How is there no fruit stand in the
Why is the door opened on the vehicle? I mean, it's all smashed up and the door's open. Isn't the one thing about the General Lee is you hop in through the window?
Climb in and out.
Oh, right.
Come on, Bo and Luke never use a door.
So that's TV theme song related story number 1, and the other story is...
Are
you serious?
Episode. No, I just made that up completely.
Dude,
true or not?
stop that.
No, I lied.
Now I got to go back and watch.
You're a sexist clod.
No, but if you watch the episodes, there was a lot of nippage in that show.
Well,
purposely.
You know, there are a lot of great shows that came from that show, like episodes on Showtime starring Joey. If you guys haven't seen that show is hysterical. It's not on anymore, but watch it.
2 things before we get out of here, all right? Regarding Friends. First of all, Courtney Cox got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow.
Hey, do you have the car horn from Friends by any chance, Andrew? Do you have that handy, ready to go?
Car horn?
Yeah, let me hear the car horn from Friends. It would be the same one from Dukes of Hazzard.
There you go.
Thank you. There we go.
Dude, remember?
It's the car horn from Friends.
Remember, like 3 years ago, everything Confederate flag really hit the fan, like it being really taboo.
Yep.
Just before that, I told my wife I was going to put the Confederate horn on my Lincoln, and she hit the roof. Like all of it came down the next week, and she's like, "You are not going to do that."
My bike when I was a kid was all Confederate flagged out because it's a Dukes of Hazzard bike.
Now, and listen, you don't have a racist bone in your body,
of
and
course not.
but
I love that show.
All right, now, the other Courtney Cox story is there. I guess in the Prince Harry book, what was it, Spare?
Yep.
In the Prince Harry memoir, he talks about doing hallucinogenic mushrooms at Courtney Cox's house.
That's cool.
And then Courtney, listen to this. His Royal Highness, indeed. Get it? Highness. Courtney, I didn't write this crap. This is page 6. Courtney Cox wants the world to know that she was not the one who supplied Prince Harry the magic mushrooms after he revealed that he once did the psychedelic shrooms at his house. Yeah. I'm not saying there were mushrooms, the Friends alum told Variety in an interview. I definitely wasn't passing them out. So I guess there were shrooms at Courtney Cox's house, but Courtney Cox was not passing out the shrooms. Somebody else brought the shrooms to her house and party or whatever. What the hell is Prince Harry doing at Courtney Cox's house?
Hey, man, that's lifestyles of the rich and famous right there, baby.
I guess so.
The muckety-muck crossing paths.
Yeah.
Hello, Courtney.
Yeah, Cox did recall the Duke of Sussex, now 38, staying at her place for a few days. Oh, I'm sure he did.
You ever had spotted dick, Courtney? With that last name.
Oh, my God, have I ever. Matthew Perry, quick, show him. Show him what it looks like.
You will this evening.
Get it? Because I have freckles.
Hey, Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore might be in the final days here. They're saying that his condition's not improving and that end-of-life decision for actor Tom Sizemore might be imminent.
How old is he?
Tom Sizemore, 61, I believe.
Oh, man. Poor guy.
I think I saw he was 61 years old or something like that. So,
Kick out, Tom.
Britney Spears' dog bit somebody.
What kind of dogs she have?
Seriously, doesn't she always have like little dogs?
Yeah, little purse dogs.
Things don't hurt.
This is a good-looking dog. It looks like a Dalmatian that's not like white and black. It looks like an all-black Dalmatian. I don't know what this is.
I want a Dalmatian, except I want it all one spot.
All just one spot? Yeah, Britney Spears has been warned by animal control out in California after her dog got out and bit an elderly guy. That sucks. Yeah.
No.
Britney Spears and Sam Asghari and their security team need to keep a closer watch on their dogs, according to TMZ. Sources with direct knowledge say that Britney's... Oh, it's a Doberman. Wait a minute. Is that
Whoa.
You know what? It's a Doberman with... you want to know why? The ears are not...
pinched.
The ears are not cropped.
A black Doberman with full ears does look like a Dalmatian.
Yeah, it does.
Spots.
It does. So it's a Doberman without the cropped ears.
How do they crop them?
They cut them. They literally cut them and stitch them. Some neighbor. That's a lawsuit right there.
Oh, if any dog could bite me, let it be a pop star's dog.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Brittany's dog can bite me right in the butt.
I want to get attacked by all three of Lady Gaga's French bulldogs after the kidnapping attempt.
How about the Judds? I want their dog.
After the dog napping attempt. Oh, man, look at the time. Holy crap. Man, I lost track of time.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, man.
Yeah.
Screw
it's time
it.
to go. I got to go do my other show.
Oh, my. I look up at the clock, and I'm like 7 minutes late. What happened? Hey, Andrew, you didn't tell me I'm running late here. I didn't even unbox.
Andrew tried to tell you, ignored him.
Hold on, we got to unbox one thing. I promised we'd do it. Hang on.
Oh, jeez. It's very important that we do a mystery merch, huh?
All right, here we go.
Oh, if it's better than the...
We can do a whole mystery merch segment tomorrow. If you're running that late, give it the time it's due.
Let's go.
Listen, somebody...
Hold on. Rock, should we do it or not?
No.
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 Let's give it a whole segment tomorrow. We'll open up everything we have, and then we'll start again.
Open it.
All right, folks, if you didn't see the coyote in our parking lot this morning, this is not a joke. It's not a euphemism. Literally, there was a coyote in our parking lot just sitting in the grass when I pulled in this morning at 5:30, and I quickly rolled video. At first, I thought it was like a deer sitting in the grass. It's a coyote. So if you want to see the coyote, the video is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And you can see the video on my Instagram right now. Also, give me a follow at Certified MJ Radio. It's Certified MJ Radio. Also, follow our morning show account, which is MJ Morning Show on Instagram as well. Folks, have a phenomenal day. Anything else before we get out of here?
Bye.
I think we're done. Website is loaded, mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. My email is mj@mjmorningshow.com if you want to drop me an email. We'll see you tomorrow, folks, and let's be careful out there.
I love going on double dates to McDonald's.